let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours of chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 marks for the trolls. Let's roll. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours of chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls. Let's roll.
What's up, nigga? Work. Oh shit, I forgot to change it. Shit. Alright. My bad. I forgot to change the title. I'll put it right now.
Hey, you a fool for this one, man. Mr. Nice Guy. Proud boy. Yeah, I'm a proud boy. Here to tell y'all, the movement is here, baby. We here. Keep on watching. Keep on listening. Don't pay attention. Woo! 2021. We're in the house. Trump's coming back, baby. Conservative. You forgot the one in the chamber.
Shit, what did I just do? Great. I had it all typed out. Oops. What a pain in the butt. Sorry, guys. I wrote... You know what? Does it look like I just woke up like 2 minutes ago? Because I just woke up 2 minutes ago. Give me 1 second. I'm fixing it. Man, I had it. I typed out. And then I hit some button. Almost done. Almost done. Change it from church to where's politics? Podcast and talk show, news and media, I guess. There we go. There we go. It should be updated now, guys. It should be updated. My bad. My bad. Sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, back to here. Let's see, what are we doing? What's up, Julius? Thanks for letting me know that. I changed it. Digglewarp. We're doing church again. Some of us still need it. Oh, a lot of us need it. Digglewarp. What's up, DC? Yeah, I changed it. Sorry. What's up, Matt? Oh, dude. Okay, I'll have to watch it, Matt. And guess what, Matt? I bought myself an early Christmas present. I saw your email. I was gonna email you, and I just been so freaking busy. Sorry. What's up, Paul? What's up, Vincent? No, we're not going to church. If you guys hit refresh, it should change. It should say something different now. What's up, James? If it doesn't, oh well. What's up? Let's see. What's up? Use Rumble and get her for free speech. Let's see, James. There we go. I'm all caught up. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Dude, I was taking a nap and I woke up and hit snooze, which I shouldn't do. Oh man. Today was not a good day. Yeah, I had a bad experience today. And I'm still sore. I'm in a lot of pain. Over the weekend, I was putting in my water line for this. Oh my gosh! So, what day was it? My stepdad tells me, "Oh yeah, dig right here. There's a water line right here." And I'd remembered there was a water line there. What's up, Debbie? And my browners. You wait till drunk uncle comes, then you get your camera time. And so he's like, I was digging it, and then, I couldn't find it, and I brought him back again. He's like, "Oh, no, it's a lot deeper. It's a lot deeper. It's right there, but it's a lot deeper and more closer this way." He's all like 5 feet deep. So I dig, 5 foot down. And you guys got to understand, I can't use my feet. So I'm sitting on the ground and I'm just doing it all by shoveling, just that's how I do it. So I'm down like 5 feet and I didn't see here. So I start moving around and then my stepdad comes out and he's like, "Dude, why are you so deep? You should have found it by now." And I'm like, I didn't want to say it, but it's like, "You told me to go 5 feet." And he's like, "No, no, it's not that deep, and it's somewhere. You're right in the right area, though." And a long time ago, or at the beginning, we have the sprinkler system, and that's connected to it. It was connected to it, right? But it was turned off. And I was like, "Why don't I just start there and dig backwards?" And my stepdad's like, "No, don't waste your time. It's right over here." I should have done it because I went back and finally did that, and I found it like 2 feet from where the sprinklers were, which was like, say I was digging here, probably like 7 feet, 8 feet that way. So I was off by like 8 feet. So I'm sore. Digging really hurts me. So, and then, oh my gosh, today I got a Lowe's story. I go to Lowe's and because I wanted, I've been moving, like it's 4 acres here, right? And I'm moving stuff, and we have a quad, but the trailers the little buggies that we have don't work on the quad. And I was at Lowe's the other day, and I saw this buggy, and it dumps. It does everything you want, and it hooks up to the quad, and it's got a handle. And it was like $180. And I was like, man, I really want that, but so then I'm like, you know what? If you apply for a credit card, you get like a $50 off or something. So I applied for the credit card online. I got it, and it's 20% off. So I go all the way down to Lowe's this morning. I get up extra early because I needed some other parts too. I needed like $400 worth of stuff. So I'm like, great, 20% off will help out a lot. So I go down to my storage unit first. I load up my truck with some boxes or totes. Then I go to Lowe's. Yeah, I got the Gorilla Cart. Like, Matt, I got the Gorilla Cart. I love it. I already put it together. It's badass. So I get to Lowe's and I'm like looking for this Gorilla Cart. I go to get the Gorilla Cart. Well, first I needed some wood because I got to build like a little house to go around the water lines with insulation and stuff. And I have all this stuff. My hands are full, and I go to the garden area, and I was like, yeah, I couldn't get to it, so I was like, hey, can you guys go get or I go to the desk, and there's a lady in front of me, and she's having issues, but it's cool because she has a little kid, and Donnie's playing, so I was like, that looks like 10 minutes. Then it's my turn, and then the lady's like, well, I can't go get that cart for you. I was like, can't you just look it up? At Home Depot you can tell them what it is, and they look it up. She's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, okay. So I went and took a picture of it, of the scanner, brought it back. She got it running, and there's a guy waiting behind me. And then I was like, just let him go first, because she was making him wait. What's up, Mr. Bill? And so then she deletes all my stuff. Then she rings me up again after the guy goes, because he was on crutches. I'm like, I'm on a scooter. Let him go first, because she was having an issue. Then she's ringing up my stuff again, and there was a electrical connector. She's like, "Oh, there's no parts number on here," and I was like, "You can't call somebody real quick?" And she's like, and then she's trying to do the scan the paint, and it asks for the paint code, and she's like, and she's calling people and calling people, and I'm like, dude. So finally, I said, you know what? How about this? I'm not gonna go. I'll just go get another part. Just cancel everything because there's like 5 or 6 people behind me, and I'll just go to another checker. She's like, okay, sorry about that. And she was real nice about it, though, right? You could tell it was like her first day or something. So then I get all the stuff. I go to the front, and I find a guy in a red jacket, and I was like, hey, can you get somebody to get me this cart that I want? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So he made a phone call. He's like, yeah, they'll meet you at customer service desk. And so I go to get the part that didn't have any line, the barcode on it, and I swap it out. So then I go to the cash register and I'm waiting in line, and Oh, then I'm behind this guy who wants a discount, can't get a discount, and they're totally being like a dick about it. And I'm like, man, what, dude, just fucking, just go. I mean, it was like he was gonna save like 50 cents or something, and I'm just like, come on, dude. So then after like 10 minutes of waiting on this guy, they finally go through, and the lady's like, she rings me up, and I say, okay, I just ordered a credit card so I can get this. Here's the numbers. It says all you do is take these numbers, do this. And the lady, she's like, oh, well, we can't do that. You have to download the app. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And she's all, no, I can't do it. I'm like, ma'am, that says you can do it. It tells you how right here. And she's like, well, no, I can't do it. You have to. And so she's having me try and download the app. The app is down. And she's like, oh, our app is down. Well, if you want, we can put everything back and you can come back tomorrow and try it again. And I was like, ma'am, I live up in the mountains. I'm an hour away. And she's like, oh. I'm like, fuck it then. We'll just do the our discount because my stepdad's a veteran, right? So they give veterans discount, and this was for his house, so it's not like I'm stealing valor. It's for his house. Sorry, I know, long story, guys. And hey, what's up, future? Fact, seeing Twitch, I gotta go open up one of my things to Twitch. I forgot. Um so I'm sitting there and what happened now? Oh, so I give her the phone number, and she's like, "Are you David?" And I'm like, "No, that's my stepdad. This is the stuff for him." And she's like, "Well, sir, then I can't give you the discount." And I'm like, "Ma'am, it's for him. You want to call him right now? He'll answer the phone. Call that number. He'll answer the phone, and he'll tell you that I'm buying this for him." And he's like, and she said, "No, I can't do that." I'm like, "You can't call him. Call that number that I just gave you." And ask him if I can buy it on his account because it's for his property. And she's like, nope, we can't do that. And I'm like, you know what? Then fine. It's not worth the discount driving up and coming back. So I'm like, fine, just fucking just charge me. So I gave her another credit card. She ran that credit card, and I'm leaving. And she's like, well, we'll help you take that out. And I'm like, you know what? You didn't want to help me with anything else. You're not gonna fucking help me take it out now. And she's like, sir, we'll help you take it. I'm like, no, just leave me alone and just go. So I'm going out, and then the guy who had brought it up, he's like, "Hey, sir, here, let me load this in your truck. Let me take care of you." I'm like, "No, you know what? I've had enough with loads today. You guys are really pissing me off. No." And he's like, "Sir, what's going on?" And I was like, I tried to, I only reason I got this credit card. I don't need a credit card. I got it so I can get the discount. And she wouldn't give it to me. So then I went to use my stepdad's military discount because it's for his property. And the guy's like, dude, what? He's all, how about this? Come with me. He's all, first off, let me help you. We'll go to the customer service. We'll cancel it. I'll take you to my cash register in the garden department. He's all, I'll go back there and I'll give you the discount. And he's like, I'm really sorry, that lady. I don't know what's up with her. And this other lady is behind me. She's like, dude, you should call the manager. And he's like, you know what? The manager's just like her. And I don't know if I told you or not, but I told the lady, I'm like, my stepdad is 86 years old. You really want me to make him drive all the way down from the mountains to come with me to buy this shit for his property when I can come and do it for him? I said, that's why we buy everything off of the internet. And and the dude's like, no, I totally understand. Look, just come with me and I'll help you. So he did. He was a cool dude. Thank you, Andres. And he totally took care of me, and then he loaded up my truck. So that was my long, crazy episode today. So after that, I'm like, you know what? I went and got gas, and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna get some fucking Taco Bell. All right, I saw Matt talking. I saw Future coming back. The Future's back. Matt, let's see. You were talking about this, the Gorilla cart. You said they're pretty sweet. It does give you multiple swivel points. Backing up is a bitch, though. Really, I haven't tried to back it up yet. Made a C channel to go over the steering and lock it so it only swivels at the tractor. Nice. That's cool. Just steal it. I should have probably, right? I know, Cleveland Steamer. You told me that you have been having trouble with the passwords, man. Sorry. Portland Andy's live in Vegas. What's he doing in Vegas right now? And Visalia, they're bad too, Debbie. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go here and let me see if we can. I'll show you the cart. It's pretty badass, guys. It was definitely worth it. And so then, as the guy's checking me out, we're all done, and he's like, "Oh wait, we can't do both discounts." What's up, Gonzo girl? Happy Monday. And then he's like, "Wait a minute, yeah, I can." So I get the veterans discount and I get the 20% discount. He's like, "Dude, you saved $100," and I was like, "Now do you know why I got the credit card to get the discount?" And he's like, "I sure do." He's like, "From now on, dude, you see me, you just come talk to me." All right, let me show you guys where we at. We're in Chrome mode. Let's go to Chrome mode. I'll show you this bad boy. It's this one. Let's see me hide this one because Drunk Uncle's not here yet. All right, it's this cart right here. So watch. This dude is bad. It's heavy duty. It's got these cool these tires. Like I pulled it today, dude. That thing pulls sweet. And this is how it dumps, So you just go and just boop. You'd rather live in the hills of the Central Valley, yeah. I'm up way up. I'm on the way up to Yosemite. I'm by Bass Lake. See how it dumps? So I haven't dumped it yet. And this is the reason why I got this one too. They have metal ones, but I this right here hooks up to my quad. So I hooked this up to my quad. What's up, Chris? Drunk Uncle will be here soon. So with this right here, you push the handle back, you take the pin out, you push the handle back, and then you can hook it up to your quad. So I can drive this thing all over the place. All over the place. See how it works? It's a smooth roller. It can hold up to 1,200 pounds. See, that's it hooked up to a quad. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something that'll hook up to our quad. So, and it says 1,200 pounds. So, I mean, heck yeah. Heck yeah, guys. I'm excited. Do we have a plan in case? You know what? He had to, my stepdad evacuated, 2 years ago? We had to evacuate, I think it was. So, we go to my brother's house. He normally goes to my brother's house. What I'll do is, I got the trailer. If the fire starts coming here, I'll just hook up the trailer and we'll go to wherever we gotta go. The back moves forward as you tilt it to change. Oh, so that's why it makes it easier to do it. Okay, Drunk Uncle's like, well, how does it help? It's probably heavy. Don't go wasting money. I'm like, dude, that's not wasting money. I did waste money on me, though. I bought myself an early Christmas present, but I'm going to use it for the show, so I figured I can get away with it, right? Matt Rogers will understand what I bought. I bought a brand new X Max. It'll be in either tomorrow or the next day. I'm excited. All right, let's see. Well, Drunk Uncle's not here yet. I'll show you guys what an X Max is. It's an RC car, and it's actually not a car. It's a truck. It's a truck, and it is badass. Let's see. Let me look it up here real quick. Watch, as soon when I'm away, Drunk Uncle will be coming up. And it's not a cheap one. It's not meant for kids. It's not really a kids one. But it's badass. So let me show you this. There's like no sound of that or something. I bought the green one. That's the one I bought right there, the green one. This is the X Max. I didn't buy the gas version. I bought the electric version. Why is there no sound? You would think there'd be sound with this. And the place where I turn up the sound is messed up. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, Traxxas was not the good stuff. Nowadays, Traxxas is the best stuff, from what I understand. When I was a kid, the thing you wanted to get was called a Bowlink Invader. Now, and my stepdad bought me one. Well, he bought himself one, but it ended up being mine because he couldn't. It was so fast. Every time you hit the button, it would spin out, and he just couldn't get it down to where you slowly hit the button. So thankfully, he couldn't do that and gave it to me. But yeah, this is that beast. More power. I mean, it's like it weighs like 20 pounds, I think. Yes, 6 different Traxxas models. So I got the Revo 3.3 and I have the Max. X Max now. I spoiled myself. But I'm going to hook a GoPro to this. Maybe I can take it to like Antifa events with the GoPro because it's so fast and just like roll up, catch them on camera, and then roll out. Right, Cleveland? That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's my little toy that I got. Yeah, they might steal it, huh? Oh, here's Drunk Uncle. I knew he was gonna show up when I was doing that. Let's see. Let's go to. Yeah. Oh, whoops! I didn't admit him. I always hit the wrong button. There he should be. Jello.
Hello?
Jello.
What's up? Something's. I got something back.
What was with that truck doing 50-50 grinds?
Hold on a second. We got something going on. I'm hearing an echo bad.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait, I think it went away. All right, now it went away. That was I spoiled myself and bought myself a new gift for Christmas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it goes.
I seen a little RC car doing 50-50 grinds in a skate park. I was like, what?
Yeah, and remember that skate park we have in Madera? So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it when it shows up. But so on our property, we only take advantage of a little of it, because most of it's either full of trees or you got to go down to where the river is, or stream. It's not a river; it's a stream. And my 2 years ago, my friend cleaned up my stepdad's property and cut down, and like we had trees falling over because of stupid bark beetle, and there was just trees everywhere. And he just threw it on the part by the river in piles. We're gonna have a burn pile. So I've been cleaning up that burn pile, and I'm gonna take because we got a quad, so I'm gonna take my quad down there, and I'm gonna make a road for me to get down there, and I'm gonna build a little RC racetrack down there for my truck, and then put my GoPro on it and do a whole bunch of fun shit.
What's up, Paulie? Digga Walk Gonzo?
Oh yeah, you said to remind you about Twitch.
Huh?
You said to remind you about Twitch so you can log into your Twitch.
Oh, I was about to say, what the hell are you talking about?
Cause last time I checked, hey folks, we're at 2.8 average viewers on Twitch. So once we hit 3, I can start getting monetized and it'll start sending people my way. Or our way. I keep saying our way.
I'm just here for the ride.
So Drunk Uncle's got a story for you. from Saturday. Saturday, where was I? Oh, I was going to Lowe's for the first time to get parts. And I'm driving home, and Drunk's like, "Hey, dude, you want to do an interview right now?" So I'll let Drunk Uncle tell you that story because he's good at stories.
Oh,
Oh, wait, hold on. You're not even on the screen. What the fuck am I doing? Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go.
I'm on there now.
You're on there now.
Oh, okay. I can't remember how the conversation started off, but this person started saying that it was a fact that Proud Boys were white supremacists and this, that, or the other. And then so I put out my normal stuff, you know. I don't think I brought up Tiny, but I brought up Enrique, and I was like, "There's all walks of life in there."
Thanks,
and
Cleveland.
through the vetting process, that's exactly what they look for, to make sure you're not a part of a hate group or used to be a part of a hate group.
Yeah.
And he kept like repeating the same shit, saying that, you know, Donald Trump never denounced white supremacy. And I sent him a link. I was like, here's oodles of times where he done it. And eventually I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? You just want to talk to a Proud Boy. And, you know, I didn't mention that you're not currently a Proud Boy, but I was like, you come talk to him. But you got to stay in line, because he kept calling the Proud Boys Proud Girls. And it's like, if I can't trust you to follow simple rules, I'm not going to put the channel at, you know, especially if we're putting you on live. Yeah. You know, if you can't follow this simple rule, I've already told you, don't do that, and you continue to do it. Why the fuck am I going to put my neck out there to put you on live, you know, streaming? Because it's not for anybody but you if they come on there and just start talking nonsense. And this person seemed to be all about it. And then they called my bluff, and they were like, you know, I've had several people claim that they co-host or edit, you know, a YouTube show, and I think you're lying. And I was like, well, I gave them the title of the channel. I was like, obviously, I'm Drunk Uncle. You can look. My name's in numerous titles. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm the bearded guy with the stretched ears. And then he starts going on this, like, I want to do my homework. And this, that, or the other. But haven't heard from him basically since. He hadn't responded to you.
No. And so, like, Drunk told him who I was, and then the guy came back. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's all, I know who this. Or now I'm looking this guy up now. I'm figuring out who he is, and he like looked me up hard. He didn't just look me up because he found out, you know, because you guys know Eddie's my middle name. He's like, yeah, he said my full name and everything like that. And so then finally, when I got home, I went on there and I was like, "Hey, bro, you know what? You wanna do that?" I'm like, "I'll give you an interview." I said, but it was it's in the chat space, right? Just because I had to prove it, you know, because he wasn't believing Drunk Uncle. So I sent him a message from the channel name, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'll interview you. You can come on. The only rule that I have is you've got to show your face." I said, "You want to call the Proud Boys Proud Girls, and you want to talk all this shit. You can come on. Send me an email. I'll give you a link, and you can come on the show." And never responded back. Not once.
Yeah, he responded back to me.
Hey, Real Life. Yeah, I put the wrong. I forgot to change title. Sorry, Real Life. He responded to you after that?
Once since then. I've been trying to reel him in ever since. Like, I was even following around to other posts and, you know, just posting emojis of chickens and cats, you know, calling him a chicken or a pussy. But he responded once saying, I'm not doing it Sunday night because I like doing my homework. I'm like, how much fucking homework do you need to do, bitch?
Right.
But ever since then, he's just been MIA. And I even said, I even put it on there before that. I was like, I'll put money on it that you're not going to fucking do this.
And they didn't. That person didn't. He, she, whatever. Sorry, he or she or.
If they do decide to show up, because they know when the stream is, they know when I get there. I told them everything. I was like, I generally get there between 9:20, 9:30. Starts at 9. This side or the other. I can't make any promises, but I'll put out a thing that I'll pitch for you like a 20-minute segment. And if we go longer than that, that's not up to me.
They wouldn't have lasted that long.
I'm going to put it out there. If he wants to go longer, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, if for some reason they do show up in the chat, I wouldn't even. I mean, let's fuck with them for sure, but I wouldn't even entertain the idea if they're like, "Yeah, let's do the interview now." I'd be like, "Bitch."
No, I'm not gonna do it live.
I'm gonna work on your schedule.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it live with them just because of that. And guys, like everybody knows here, I'm no longer a Proud Boy, but I still stand up for them, because they are the men that are out there putting in the real work. They're the ones going out and handling Antifa, along with many other patriot groups. But because I was a Proud Boy, I'm more of a liking to them. You know what I mean? And I know this system. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. There's some racist Proud Boys, but there's racist liberals. There's racist people in every group, right? Nobody's perfect. They did their best to try and weed them out. I know I was in a section. I can't talk about how we do our stuff, but I was in a place where we were checking out a new person, and they're like, "Yeah, can you believe these fucking?" And then they used the N word a couple times, and within like 30 seconds, another message came through and said, "Shananana, shananana, goodbye. Get the fuck out. We don't allow racism in here." And that person was not allowed to try and join anymore. So I know for a fact that they don't let racist people in. They try and weed them out.
Yeah. And as soon as they find out that you're one of those, you just, you go.
And I mean, sometimes, there might be a whole, enough people together to where they can, like, I was in another club, a fraternal organization. It's well known, and I'm still in it actually. I belong to many clubs, and uh, this one group of people came in and they brought their whole entire fucking family in. They only came in to vote so they could get shit their way, and they ruined our club. So I'm still a member because I'm not gonna stop, but I never go back to that club anymore just because of these people, right? So sometimes, maybe there might be one group that might have just, they all got together and, it's possible, but I don't think for the most part people are racist. Wednesday, I'm not gonna answer that question with some club business. Can't talk about that. But I did quit. That's all I'm gonna say. I did quit, no matter what people said. What's up, Mr. Nice Guy? What's up? What's up, Ultimate Gamer?
I kept, I asked him, to go watch the videos, to, see that I am who I say I am. And I kept bringing up, I was like, yo, peep that intro song, bro. Peep that intro song. That's dope, ain't it? And they're like, I'm too busy doing my research. I haven't watched any videos. I was like, you fucking douche.
Although he did give me a compliment. He's like, wow, Eddie looks like the kind of person who's not afraid to put in work and put his hands on someone. I was like, oh, he must have seen some of my good videos. You got big news, Mr. Nice Guy? Speaking of Proud Boys, what's up, Mr. Nice Guy? What's your big news? You want to say it on here? You want to call in? What you want to do? It's called a gorilla dump cart, Debbie Ann. It's at Lowe's. Gorilla dump cart. It's a 7 cubic foot gorilla dump cart. It's awesome. And if you buy it from Lowe's, go apply for the credit card. You get 25% or 20% off, and it'll save you a lot of money. Save you a ton of money. And of course, like if you need stuff or if you think you're gonna need stuff in the future, go buy a whole bunch because that's what I did. I didn't need everything I bought today, but I figured 20 pound 20 for 20% off. Holy shit, Mr. Nice Guy! Congratulations, bro. He's gonna be a dad. Are you hopefully gonna get a girl this time, or do you want another boy?
Well, he's already a dad. He's going to be a dad 2 times.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Well, he's just happy to say it. Cleveland, you think the Elks Club is kind of what'd you say? Sounds kind of culty. The Elks is not a cult by any means. You know what the Elks Lodge is? So I actually was the exalted ruler of the Elks. I was like the president. What the Elks is, basically, it's a cheap bar, and we do good. So like um, laugh a lot, girl. Lisa loves you. I know Lisa loves me, bro. She said it's gonna be a girl. Oh man, congratulations, you guys. Lisa's in here too. How far along are you, Lisa? How far along are you? That's crazy. If it's gonna be a girl, what are you gonna name her? Melania? Name it FJB. That is awesome, you guys. Congratulations, man.
Absolutely.
Nice. Nice, congratulations. So, anyways, no, the Elks Lodge is not bad. Basically, it's, I would go to a bar down the street. It was like $6 to $7 for a Crown and Coke. You go to the Elks Lodge, and a Crown and Coke is $3.50. It's a place where you can go drink. That's safe. You don't have to worry about getting in fights, because everybody thinks, pretty much, they're there for friendship. Um, it's a fun place to go. You walk in. It's like, you ever watch Cheers? I walk in the door, they're like, Eddie, when my friend
Hey,
John,
Storm.
right? My friend
Whatever
John,
it was.
my friend John walks in, and when John walks in, they're like, hey, John, and it's like you walk in and you shake everybody's hand, and you go to sit down and they're like, I got Eddie's drink, and they're like fighting over buying each other drinks, right? It's a whole bunch, it's a lot of businessmen and women. Um, are there women in there? Yeah, we have women, and in fact, right after me, there's a girl there, and I said, you know what, you should join the ranks. Kind of work your way up. Maybe you'll be an exalted ruler one day. And she actually was exalted ruler, and she mentioned me when she became it. Hey, if it wasn't for Eddie, I would never be here. But like every state, we have a thing where every state we have a main charity. Like California, our main charity is called the Purple Pig, and you donate money, and it all goes to, we have like a special kid. The Elks Lodge actually, we give out more scholarships than anybody except for the federal government to go to college every year. That's how huge the Elks Lodge is. Then we go and like in California, we hire therapists, and they go deal with kids in rural areas that can't get the doctors or afford doctors. Like
Do you have to pay dues or anything?
yeah, my dues at the Madera one is like $125 a year.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, and so you get the money I save on the drinks alone. You know what I mean? And here's the other part, folks. If you're traveling,
What's
every
that? $11 a month or something like that.
yeah,
Something like
somewhere
that.
around there. Every Elks Lodge, if you pull up in a motorhome or a trailer, they'll let you park on the property. Some of them actually have RV spaces with full hookups. Like in San Jose, if you go to San Jose, they got a full hookup with like 100 RV spots there. It's like a big party. So and yeah, like Real Life says, they're countrywide, right? I I had to go help out a veteran in Maine, and so I went and did it. Afterwards, I went to the Bangor, Maine Elks Lodge. I show up because we have conventions every year, and I met this guy at a convention apparently, and I walk in the Elks Lodge in Bangor, Maine, while rolling, and I hear, "Oh my God, it's Eddie!" I was like, Hey, what's up? We met in New Orleans at the convention, and so elks are cool. You got to be able to
Yeah.
drink. Well, you don't have to be able to drink, but we drink. We drink, and we have little tokens. So you get these little you get like a little coin. Say I want to buy drunk a beer, and the bartender says, "Look, drunk's too drunk. I don't want him driving home. He doesn't need any more drinks. I can still buy him the beer." And they have coins that you give, and then next day when a drunk comes in, he can get a free drink. So he still get, it's a still way of doing it. And all the money that they earn from the bar goes to buy stuff for disabled kids and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. So they're not a cult by any means. I love the Elks, and I can go to any Elks in this country, just walk right in, and most of them know me now. Anyone? What brat slatter than Ches? Oh, sounds good. Heck yeah, I'll take a brat, a brat, a brat or brat. I don't know.
I call it a brat.
Yeah,
But hold the sauerkraut.
check out the end of BCP's. Check out the song. All right, we got to go check out Mr. Nice Guy's song that he did for BCP. Oh wait, I don't want. Let me find it here. So it's on BCP's, right? At the diner on the corner. Dude, BCP kept showing up in my freaking thing all day today, and now I can't see him. So how was your day, drunk?
Took me had one shipment come in, but I think something kept happening. It took me forever to even get through Crowder today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good day.
Well, that's good.
It was a good day.
Sorry, I'm cleaning stuff up a little bit. And then I gotta put
Somewhat of a
drunk.
slow day for news until like 8 o'clock, and then I was like, "Whoa!"
I don't know what happened. Let me add you again. Zoom is not on this one. That's weird. Let me put a new one. I had one and it said drunk. It had your name on there. Why aren't you on there now? Nope, not that. Not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. All right, I gotta make a new one. What a pain in the butt. Sometimes these programs don't work like they're supposed to be. What's up, Gate Smasher? His last one today. Okay, we're gonna go to it. Let me just add Drunk Uncle up in here. He doesn't like you when he's not on camera because he's got to show that face of his. Why is it not letting me add you, dude? There's no place for Zoom. Oh wait, I know why. Because it's not actually up there.
No Zoom for you.
Still not up there. Now I gotta fix this one. This is like a pain in the ass today. Okay, so now Firefox is not on there because there we go. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. Oh my gosh, it's not being nice to me.
I'm on the screen now, like all big and shit.
Yeah. Okay, let me do this one. Let me do it down here. Maybe this will help. But that takes, I don't know why that takes away the Firefox. Dude, that's weird. Alright, hold on. My goodness. I'm going to show it to him real quick without you on the screen in for a second. If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Till I can get this figured out. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it's his last video today. Mr. Nice Guy. 4 hours ago.
There's something bigger waiting for you. It's gonna
Go all the way to the very last second. Okay, did we miss it?
What happened to her at the parade? She is really struggling both
his
physically.
last
What's that,
like
Drunk?
maybe he meant his last like studio live stream.
Bless you. No, I said the last one from today. Hold on, let me see what I can't see chat now. Hold on. Oh, not that one. Okay. We said not that one. That was the last one from today. Are you talking about what kind of freedom? That's the only video streamed today, bro. That's the only one that you think you're immune to edibles. You took 100 milligrams of THCO and didn't feel a thing. Wow, maybe they sent you the wrong stuff. What's up, Gates Master?
Some people are, but it depends. It depends on the brand. See, THCO is kind of a new market, and this shit ain't regulated, so people can basically say whatever they want to and put it in a bag, as long as it's not illegal. You know what I mean? You could have got 10 milligrams of CBD. That's why, Chappie, whenever she is wanting to bring on something new, she wants to see like lab results, third-party lab results.
Oh, he took it down? Okay.
QR codes, all this other kind of. She wants to see proof of a bunch of stuff before she'll even sample it.
Okay, so.
But there are some people that just don't. The edibles, that they just don't do it. They have to smoke it, or dab it, or vape it.
I don't understand why this is doing. Is this like taking up the whole screen or something? Is that why? Maybe it is on full screen. Dude, I can't even move this around, and that sucks. Because there's something I want to show.
Annoyed.
This is going to drive me.
I haven't heard of that brand, but
I don't know why.
I'll be honest, I don't think there's any national THCO brands right now. It's all kind of independent.
Oh, we're going to have to we're going to figure this out. Because I don't want to. What if I move Drunk Uncle over here? Maybe it'll work then. And then, now let me see if I open that up. Let's see if this fixes it.
I hate this time of the year where it starts getting cold.
Yeah.
Because I have one nostril that always wants to be all stopped up and snotty and shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's just one nostril. It picks which side it wants to do it, whichever day, but just one side.
Now we're good. I got it fixed. I figured it out. I just had to change things up a little bit. Right on. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, they might have been. Oh, at the end. Wait a minute. Hold on. He gave me a link. Can I grab this link? No. Can I grab it from here? No. All right. I gotta go to YouTube myself and go to my show.
Oh, we could try something like that.
What are you gonna try?
30 milligrams of THCO, and this is from a brand called Saucy. But like I said, the other night from CBD Direct, I only had like 12 milligrams of THCO and like 20 milligrams of Delta 8. and I was feeling really good. But for some reason, I don't think maybe it's just THCO by itself isn't doing the trick.
Who knows? Wait, why is this way over there? It's so huge. That's what she said. Okay, there's that. Let me add Drunk Uncle back.
Hey, Chase. Gotta turn up. Oh.
I gotta fix this again.
Stats, I didn't know what in the world you were talking about. You're talking about my nose running. It happens even at work.
It's because, I have that happen to me a lot when I turn the heater on. If I turn the heater on, then that starts happening to me. What's up, Chase Kelly? How you doing? All right, so Mr. Nice Guy says he's in this video, so let's see.
I'm going to get out of here for the night. Probably will not be on tomorrow, but I will be back with you guys on Monday. So God bless you guys. Talk to you later. Have a great night. Later.
He didn't give you credit for it?
He stays focused, no hocus pocus in the rain and snow. He's filming. A man of God, views from the far right side, and he's in the building. It's BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. Who's he? It's BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. Praise Jesus, BCP, Black Conservative.
Dude, I like it.
It's BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. He puts the Bible before anything. He chooses Jesus over any king. He don't rely on no fake news or the made up stories or the hateful views. BCP, he brings us the facts. Black conservative don't put him on blast. It's a shame how they try to blame us. You could be black and they'll still call you racist. Patriots wild, they'll never tame us. Welcome, now we're all in the matrix. Proud of your boy, preaching, keep preaching. Let's wake up the sheep from all their sleep. It's BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. Who's he? It's BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. Praise Jesus, BCP, Black Conservative Preacher. Proud of your boy, it's BCP.
I hate dry air. That's nice, dude. I like it. I like it.
Does BCP talk about the Matrix too? I already bring up the Matrix.
Why?
Well, he put it on.
Huh? Did he?
Mr. Nice Guy had said something about the Matrix in his song. In general, he talks about, about what the person that he's rapping about talks about. So I haven't watched much of BCP stuff, but I love the Matrix, so
yeah.
I didn't know if BCP brings up the Matrix every once in a while.
Are you gonna watch the new one? Is it out already? Can you watch it? Is it on HBO Max, I wonder?
No, I like the concept of the Matrix, not necessarily the movie.
Yeah, no, I like it, Mr. Nice Guy. That's badass, bro. I love it. I love it.
Sure.
Really good, really good, really good. All right, so you guys know they got this new Delta not Delta variant. They got the new variant now, COVID, right? We talked about this, right, Drunk? I think we talked about this. What am I doing?
Oh yeah, because they skipped over she or whatever it is.
However you say it, right? Eddie likes the air like he likes his women. Oh my God, Julius, that's funny. That is funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's nice, Mr. Nice Guy, bro. Really good work. So anyways, I was watching Crowder today, and I'm going to get flagged. Why am I going to get flagged? Who's going to get flagged? Anyways, I'm watching it, and they're talking, they put on Fauci. And, we got this new variant, Omicron, right? Well, something popped in my head after listening to Fauci. And I'm going to play it. I want to see if you guys hear the same thing that I hear.
I am the science.
So just listen to this interview. Oh, no, I'm not going to say anything wrong to get me in trouble. You can talk about it. You just can't say certain things. So we can talk about it. So watch. This is Fauci.
It seems another layer of danger to play politics around matters of life and death.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. And to me, that's unbelievably bad, because all I want to do is save people's lives. I mean, anybody who's looking at this carefully realizes that there's a distinct anti-science flavor to this. So if they get up and criticize science, nobody's going to know what they're talking about. But if they get up and really aim their bullets at Tony Fauci, well, people could recognize there's a person there. So it's easy to criticize, but they're really criticizing science, because I represent science.
I am a science.
Wow.
Wait, did I miss?
Yeah. To say,
Did they show him some more?
and we think
It
that
wasn't
the custom
Hold on.
actually calms your kind of something. So actually, here to discuss this right now, Mr. the Science himself, we have Dr. Do we have
Because it's
Hold
come
on.
up about this
I
before?
missed it. Then. He said it
Science.
They
like
must have had
claim.
him on before that.
And we have Dr. Fauci actually on in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
We're going to. I should have said that. Also,
Darn it! I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had I thought it was just right in there where he said what I heard him say. Maybe it's after this. But he said something. See if they go more into the interview.
Of Fauci?
Huh?
Or was it a clip of Fauci or something just Crowder referred to?
No, it was a clip of Fauci. Maybe he said it in that clip that we just watched. Okay, so what he said, let me find it real quick, because I want you guys to hear what he said. That way YouTube doesn't say I'm making this stuff up and try and get me in trouble. Maybe he said it right there in that interview. Or maybe they played it a few minutes earlier. Let's see. Keep going. Sorry, guys. I just want to be accurate on this. I don't want to get us in trouble. I'm going to just hit play there.
Probably so.
I'm going to fast forward.
what about
Ayatollah Khomeini?
Yeah,
You know,
Ayatollah
calling for
Khomeini.
the.
and I mean 60,000.
that their number now?
Yeah.
Speaking of,
This is what happens when you don't have a whole bunch of people. Like, Crowder has a team of 20 people, I think.
but what's the
And
where
he only does an hour.
CNN
That's
People like,
not relying on you want
I ask
people?
what about
There's
I
a new
had a crew.
Okay.
20
I'll
that showed
micron-
awesome.
They're talking about.
Okay, hold on. We'll just watch it
That's
again.
unbelievably bad, because all
same unbelievably narcissistic, megalomaniacal Fauci-like claim.
It seems another layer of danger to play politics around matters of life and death.
Right, exactly. And to me, that's unbelievably bad, because all I want to do is save people's lives. I mean, anybody who's looking at this carefully realizes that there's a distinct anti-science flavor to this. So if they get up and criticize science, nobody's going to know what they're talking about. But if they get up and really aim their bullets at Tony Fauci, well, people could recognize there's a person there. So it's easy to criticize, but they're really criticizing science, because I represent science.
Okay, they didn't say it there. Somewhere in this clip.
I don't know what you're talking about, what clip that you're referring to, but does he think that he is more powerful than science or something? He's talking like, you say science, nobody knows what you're talking about, but you bring up Anthony Fauci, and everybody knows. Everybody knows Anthony Fauci. They don't know what science is.
No, it wasn't in this clip. So I don't know where the clip is now, but he said, he's like, yeah, with this new Omni variant, maybe that's going to this is going to prove to the people that you need to get the vaccine. That's what he said. It was in one of the clips. I know it's on here because I was driving. When I drive, I listen to the show, right? So I couldn't stop and write down the exact second. But he said,
what platform do you listen to it through?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't part of Mug Club then?
No, it wasn't part of Mug Club. But he says there, he's like, yeah, this new Omni whatever, Omni Micron is gonna maybe get more people to get the vaccine. Now people have learned, hey, we better get the vaccine. And as soon as he said that, you know, it popped in my head. I said, this asshole's that I was wondering why there's a new variant, right? Because we weren't supposed to have any more variants, or we weren't supposed to have any variants once you got the vaccine, according to what the doctors say. So it just seems weird. Because remember, I was asking the other night, I'm like, well, what are they trying to hide? Well, what?
That's what I thought they were trying to hide.
So what if this new variant has been put out to force more people to get the vaccine? That's my question. Maybe they're like, hey, I'm gonna mute this and see if I can.
I am a scientist.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't aim bullets.
No one says.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Unless you're Neo.
No one says to him at any point, "Hey,
I'm gonna lower this a little bit.
Stop saying that you're the scientist."
Maybe don't do that.
Like, when I watch this, I don't go, "Okay, he said something stupid." I go,
Let me fast forward. Let me try and find this spot. It's somewhere in
no
here.
one cares about him enough to say, "All right, look, Tony."
Because I remember right after that, I watched it, and then
called tops. Okay, what happened with
he says, Crowder says something like, "Oh, I just figured it out." And I'm like, "Please don't say
here to
what I
discuss
thought."
Ted Cruz, not alleged.
So they make fun of him right here with this.
Wow, he makes a good point. What a jerk.
People who will
doctors get banned if they actually can't say mutably any shit as they catch.
They're playing back
Vaccine without being not work. Serious fear
is dominating infections here.
A variant.
Maybe it's right here.
Serious concern, which is now driving this spike in numbers.
More than 30 mutations, say scientists, in the spike protein alone. It's a worrying sign.
Okay, just so you see, right now we're live on CNN. There is
what?
Control for playing that.
Well, no, they've Sanjay Gupta came on out. Dr. Margaret, what would you say?
It's a spitting image.
The last variant
information is tells in
blocking travel down to China doesn't affect us. So
it's
at 45 minutes.
Is that 45 minutes?
That's what Vincent said.
Is that on this part?
Does the rest of the world need professional blackfacers? We don't need
I'm
Canada
in 45
anymore.
minutes
So
right now.
scientists have dubbed the new variant Omicron after the 15th letter in the Greek. I'm not named by. You will name it after Orion. Now time for great Pan-Pacific roosters.
For those
here it is. This is it right here. Okay, thank you, Vinny.
I'm saying this absolutely clearly, that if ever there was a reason for unvaccinated people to get vaccinated, and for those who have been vaccinated, when your time comes up to go and get a booster shot, because
every 3 months,
even though there may be some diminution, and we don't know that in the protection against the vaccine, certainly to be vaccinated and boosted is always better than not to be. So
did you hear him? He said, if there's ever a time to be vaccinated, now is the time. Right?
You gotta get the boosters.
You know what this means?
I'm gonna play that again one more time.
Listen to the government, or we'll all die.
I'm saying this absolutely clearly, that if ever there was a reason for unvaccinated people to get vaccinated, and for those who have been vaccinated, when your time...
So this is what, this is just a thought. I'm not saying this is really why it's going on, folks. But I think that maybe this is the reason why this new variant has come out yet. I am not a scientist. I am not anything like that. I'm just saying, when I hear him say that, that's what pops in my head.
Okay. Shall Drunk Uncle put on his tinfoil cap of something that kind of just popped into my head?
Please do.
Okay. So my original thing this is to distract us from the Ghislaine Maxwell case.
Yeah.
Which I still believe is the main culprit.
Uh-huh.
Something else just popped into my head that I didn't even think about until just now.
Okay.
Can you pull up the Greek alphabet?
Can I pull up the Greek alphabet? I can.
Because unless I'm horribly wrong, I think we're overlooking something, but it does tie into what you're saying and what I'm saying, basically in the same way.
Okay. Oh, and from what I understand, there's going to be a media blackout at the Ghislaine trial.
Yeah. Okay. So can they put these things into what's the name of this variant?
Now it's called the Omicron. Are you asking if they show the different what they mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me something.
That's kind of what
I found it already. Just give it a second to catch up, and I'm gonna put it right below you. Well, it'll be right below your picture on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see? This is what you're looking for? Yeah.
Okay. So this raises many questions. So Omicron, this seems to be pretty far into the alphabet, the letter O.
Mm-hmm. 15th letter to be exact.
Right. And our last variant was known or publicized variant is Delta. Yes?
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of letters in between those.
Yeah.
How many variants are out there? And is it just when they stumble across this particular variant that just happens to coincide that they can prove like, oh, we just found this new thing. We got to distract you. What about they had to be all these other variants too? I said in the very beginning, I was like, where was Beta and Kappa when we jumped straight to the Delta? I was like, what the fuck was out? Where was Alpha, Beta, Kappa? If COVID-19 was Alpha, at least we lost Beta and Kappa.
Dude, I see when they said Delta, I didn't think about the alphabet, right? I'm just like, okay, they just decided to name it Delta. I never even knew. Well, I wouldn't say I didn't know. I just didn't correspond it to the alphabet, the Greek alphabet. And
so there's got to be all of these different variants missing that they decided just not to talk about. Probably because they seem to mutate to where they're less deadly but more contagious.
Yeah.
And the more they mutate, they seem to be more contagious but less deadly.
Well, isn't that how it works in nature?
Yeah, but think about all these letters that they just skipped.
Yeah.
So in theory, I don't know why people are maybe it just happened to be she. Oh, excuse me.
That doesn't help your.
What?
Your explanation, the burping.
What burp? The burp? Yeah, it happens. Whatever. It's drunk uncle.
I'm fucking with you.
But yeah, they skipped over a whole bunch of stuff, or maybe they didn't skip over it. Maybe there are this many variants, but they really don't mean a thing. But now is the time that they need one to mean something.
Wow.
But they've got documentation that this was first discovered on this date. We can show you the receipts, show you that we're not hiding anything. And most people are just like, oh, it's the new variant. Well, but obviously they're going on a scale.
Let's ask our in-house encyclopedia. Maybe he knows. Julius, for this, do they have to go in order? Like, do they have to go alpha, then beta, then gamma, then delta? Or can they make the first one delta and then the next one omni? But here's the question. Everybody was talking about it, right? Was saying the reason why they used Omicron is because Z, is the name, or Xi is the name of the Chinese person.
Yeah, but I knew they were using the Greek alphabet when Delta came out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was bitching because I sell Delta 8. I was like, it's gonna hurt my business. Everybody's gonna think my shit got corona in it. And they're like, no, it's the Greek alphabet. They're moving in order, kind of like what they do with hurricanes. Yeah. You got Amber and Barbara, Cheryl, Denise. They do move in order.
Yeah. Yeah, God rides a
And that's
Harley
when
though,
I
but
first thought about it. I was like, what happened to fucking Beta and Kappa then?
God rides a Harley. We think that they're using the Greek alphabet. That's why we're talking about it. We have to look it up and find. I'll have to look it up and find out. Maybe it'll give me a project to do tomorrow. Even though I got a million other projects. I don't know. It's just something we're asking. Just something we're asking, right? Just something. Oh yeah, Pfizer said they will have a vaccine real soon, didn't they? I don't know. But so then I'm just gonna use a little bit of Crowder today before we start the news. So here's the next thing on Crowder. They were talking about dividing our country, and I don't know why.
Okay, well, Lillian, what about all the other letters? I never heard about the gamma or the gamma. There's still a bunch of letters missing.
Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, I think I see what she's trying to say, drunk uncle, is that maybe they don't just go with the coronavirus. So there was other viruses that would be epsilon and zeta and eta and theta. Maybe that's what she's saying. Get it?
No. Say what you say again. Did I miss something else that she said?
No, what I'm trying to explain is maybe this is what she's trying to say, because she said there was an infection with the which one? Called gamma, right? So maybe the different, maybe there's another infection that's not corona that they used for these other letters. Does that make sense? This
Why would
isn't
they
just
call it the variant then if it's not corona? Because you can sell variants of a T-shirt, and those variants are color, size, fabric, but it's still a T-shirt.
She's not saying gamma was a coronavirus. She's just saying gamma caused widespread infection. She didn't say it was a coronavirus.
Well, I think that's maybe what she's.
I don't know.
See, they're all out there. They just don't talk about them all. Even proves my point more. There has to be those variants in between. Why do they pick certain ones that they want to talk about?
Okay,
Thank you,
wrong.
Lou.
I was wrong. I'm just saying maybe. I didn't say it was. I just said maybe.
I know, but I just got my tinfoil hat on, and like I want to hear other people's ideas, because even though they're not skipping letters, but still it goes to the point that what I said earlier,
why aren't they mentioning these other ones?
They've got to have the receipts for whenever they first discovered it. Like, I've got receipts. Here's the first documented thing. But they coincide it with, I don't know, the Ghislaine Maxwell case to keep the news from focusing on that.
Very possible. Very well possible. Very well possible. Well, we'll do some, I know it's going to come up again later on. I've got some stuff on it. But let's move on real quick before we start the news. So another thing that they talked about on Crowder today is the country dividing. And that the Democrats, 50% of Democrats want to divide already, and like 40% of conservatives. And he mentioned...
I think it's 40% Democrats, and I think it's close to 70% conservative.
Oh, okay. Well, either way...
I didn't know you talked about the conservative side, but I think the 40% is on the Dem side right now.
So he even mentioned... So he's like, yeah, Sarah Silverman is even pitching it. So here's Sarah Silverson's idea, and I don't know why they didn't jump on this. I'm gonna play it for you, but she's like, yeah, we'll just call, since you guys want to be number one, you guys can be USA 1, and we'll be USA 2. And the minute she said that, I'm like, yeah, because you guys are a bunch of number 2s. I don't know why nobody else thought that, but here, I'm gonna play it. I think it's funny.
Realize that these states aren't working, and like divide up into like 2 or 3 countries. Of like USA 1 and USA 2. And they can be USA 1. Like the conservatives can be USA 1 because they love being number 1 and it means something to them. And I'd love to have that be theirs. They can be USA 1, we'll be USA 2, and we'll be allies.
Listen, if the Democrats end the filibuster, if they fundamentally destroy the country, if they pack the Supreme Court, if they make D.C. a state, if they federalize elections and massively expand.
But anyway, so you get it. I guess she wants to be number 2. That's because you guys are a bunch of pieces of shits. Pieces of shits.
But that's weird because not too long ago she said that she was disgusted with politics in general, and she didn't want anything to do with the left or the right.
I don't know. I never watched her show. She's a dirty hooer, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I used to enjoy her comedy, and then you know she kind of went off the deep end, or either my mind changed, whatever. And then you start to see some people starting to come back around.
Is Snooki's in here? I didn't see Snooki's.
Yeah, she's in there.
Well, hi, Snooki's. I don't see your name anywhere on the chat list, so sorry. What's up, Snooki's?
But she was like, she's like, I don't want anything to do with politics anymore. I don't want to be a part of the left anymore. And I guess she's sliding back into her old ways, but
I guess so. I don't know.
What Crowder said, like after that, though, I think that's why he was leading into it. They didn't jump on the number 2 because I think he gets into where they're saying that they shouldn't even be called number 2. Like you just pick something different. You hate America. Why you want to be America?
Well, yeah.
And then he snuck into, I think, of what I've always thought would happen is you divide into 2 countries, and obviously one side's going to have the muscle and the firearms, and the other one's going to be, they got technology.
Well, that's why she said we can be allies, because she knows there's no liberals are going to join the military and shit. It's like, no way in hell. You think we'd really be allies? I don't think so. We just watch. And
what Crowder said is what I would do. Especially when we go back to conquering places. Yeah, we split into 2 nations. Give them a little bit of time. I don't know, however long.
Take it back over.
6 months, 6 months, a year, whatever, and then we just go take it. What are they going to do? Nothing.
They ain't got no guns. All right, now let's get into our news because I got a lot of news today. I had some stuff from over the weekend too.
Because you were like, whenever I was talking about it, I was like, y'all can have California, Oregon.
No, just give them LA and San Francisco. Don't give them where I live in California. Just give them LA and San Francisco.
And you were like, but you're cutting off the ports. I was like, just give us 3 to 6 months. We're just going to go in and take it again anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's move on. Yeah, with real life, we'll just conquer them afterwards. Real easy. And then they'll bitch again. And this time though, they'll just be, we're like, you know what? You're just political prisoners. Get the fuck out. All right, So guess what? President Trump's Remain in Mexico is going to be re-implemented. Let's see. A Texas court forced the Biden administration to reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, a system where migrants crossing Mexico, headed for the U.S., stay in Mexico while they await a court date for asylum. I think it's a little bit too late, but I guess it's better than never, right? All these freaking migrants, they just let them in our country and just run all over the place.
I guess they figured that they let enough of them in to, eventually get the votes that they want.
Yeah, but I mean, these people come to our country, they don't speak our language, and they want our country to be like theirs. It's like, then go back to your own fucking country. Right? Like I'm watching Tow Trucker again. I have my buddy Johnny Tow Trucker. I love watching him, and I'm watching him, and the he showed up this place, and the people can't speak English. He has to go find the translator, right? And that's in Georgia. Every state you go to now, even in Seattle, wherever you go, there's places where people don't know how to speak English. And it's like, really?
Well, there is an easy fix for that. But it's going to cost. It's going to have to cost the person that cannot speak English the money, but it's not going to be very much. But I think you have to pay for an actual vocal translator on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had a a couple people come in. They don't speak any English at all. It was either Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, or Argentine. I don't know what it was, sometimes. But they would talk into their phone, and then their phone would tell me what they're saying.
Oh, you don't got to pay for that. It's Google. It's called Google Translate, dude.
I didn't think they'd done that in voice, though.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to read.
No, watch. I don't even know if I still have it. Google Voice does that. And I know it's a Google product, but if you got to fucking translate something real quick, I use it a lot in Spanish class. Google Translate.
I know they have it for, text, but, well, I mean, then, that's an easy fix then. You can't speak English, then why don't you have the app on your phone? You've got to communicate.
Right.
I mean, if I went to Germany or something like that, I would make sure I had that so I can communicate.
But yeah, you can do it on Google. On Google, they do that. Anyways, I don't know.
Make sure I'm ordering a cheeseburger instead of a hamburger.
Right. I know. Can you imagine going to a country and ordering something off the menu and not knowing what it is, and it's like all of a sudden they come back and it's like chocolate covered ants or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. A real life definitely put in alligators or something in a canal all the way around the United States, right? If you can get in, if you can get across and live through those piranhas and shit, you deserve to. You're welcome to our country because that means you're a strong person and fucking thank you for coming, right?
You know what I would throw in there, since I'm a big Dr. Evil fan?
What would you? Sharks with lasers
attached to their freaking heads.
Oh my gosh! If you're going to live in a country, you should learn to speak the language. You aren't a tourist; you should speak and become a citizen, right, Lillian? I've said that to people, and they're like, "But they stole our country, so it should be speaking Spanish anyways." It's like, really? Shut the fuck up.
But then again, we don't have a national language, do we? I mean, it's generally accepted that English is our language, but we don't have it. And this is coming from my liberal days. But I think the United States is kind of one of the places that there's not an official language, kind of like with Canada,
I don't know. I think
where Crowder came from, it's only French, and then outside might be a little.
How dare you compare us to Canada?
Oh, I'm not saying that at all. But English is the international language of business,
right? Dude, my mom knew perfect English because in Holland, at least when she was a kid, they forced English, like how we take Spanish class in high school or whatever. There you have to take English from elementary school on. You need to know perfect English when you live in Holland. That's why if you go to Holland, you can talk to anybody because they all know English because they were taught it in school. It's part of their curriculum. We got some stupid troll coming in here. We got to get rid of it. Oh, I got.
All right, I'll do it so I don't actually unblock them or something. That's happened before. We try to block somebody all at the same time, they end up getting
too many people doing it at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get rid of this.
So we got a timeout. We got a hidden.
I know. I'm trying to block them. I didn't have my chat box open, so I don't know if it's going to show it.
I don't even know what they said, but fucking YouTube is so sensitive. How do they even get away with
trying to get it off of the screen?
Have their names like this. I caught literally. I said one word to that person before I started sending them. The whole reason I started sending emojis was because I got a comment blocked or removed immediately, and all I said was coward.
Yeah,
I just said coward, and it was taken down.
What do you think they're going to come back as? These trolls are going to come back as something else, probably.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Let's move on. Forget the trolls. Who cares them? Thank you, Julius, for getting them.
We got goons in here that'll take care of this light work.
Yeah, we got our bodyguards in here, right? Let's see. All right, so the Biden strategy for Omicron variant is vaccination, not shutdowns. You mean they're not going to shut the country down again? Oh, wait, that's right. Elections are coming up, and we don't want all the Democrats to lose. I get it. That's an ugly-ass shoe. Is that an ugly shoe or what? Is it waterproof, though? If it's waterproof, that might be cool. I could have used that.
Looks like a snow boot.
Does it look like a snow boot? I like how there's no... You know what? I might be like a customer just because like I was working in the dirt and my shoes are full of dirt right now.
No laces.
Yeah, no laces. I like that. Anyways, squirrel. President Biden on Monday said he will unveil his plan Thursday to tackle the new Omicron variant of the COVID-19, saying the strategy will not include more lockdowns. Instead, plans to rely on vaccinations to combat the latest version of the virus. I hate to say it, if you're, is Mr. Bill in here? I didn't see him. If he is, hello, only Mr. Bill. I don't see it, folks. When COVID first came out, they said if you get this vaccine, you're not gonna have to worry about it anymore, and we're gonna end this. Well, it didn't happen, right? There's new variants. Do you think people? How many people do you think are actually gonna believe them anymore now? Right?
There's a decent amount, sadly. They're mostly older people that are going to be diehard.
Man.
I have a customer. His wife generally comes in now. I haven't even seen him in months. I'm sure he's out in the car, but like it's the only time that I put on a mask.
Mm-hmm.
I pull this every time she comes in. I go back and I reach off my gas mask back there, my fake gas mask, pull off the N95 that's been there collecting dust for however long, put it on. She always thanks me for wearing my mask. But, we used to talk in the beginning, and I was like, so are you going to get this when the vaccine first came out? I was like, so are you going to get the vaccine? She said, if Fauci tells me to. Okay. And then, after that, we thought we were all good. They got vaccinated. They even told me which brands that they got because one could only get one kind, the other can only get another. Blah, 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 blah. And then they started asking us to wear masks again. And it's just because they hook, line, and sinker. Anything that Fauci says goes. Yeah, and they should be old enough to realize that how much he's fucked up.
But dude, think about it. They say no more masks after this, right? If you get the vaccine, you're not gonna have to wear a mask. Then all of a sudden, well, you still should wear a mask even after getting your vaccine. Then now they're these people. What do they call them? Where they're vaccinated and they still get COVID, right? And I'm not a doctor by any means here. I'm not trying to say that vaccines are bad, right? My stepdad got the vaccine. He's 86 years old. I was glad that he got the vaccine.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is this. They're telling us this vaccine is going to work. It's going to save you. You're not going to have to worry about it anymore. Then a couple weeks later, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, you're still going to have to at least wear the masks. Then a month or so after that, well, there's this new Delta variant. We got to get a booster shot. And you got to get a booster shot to cover this variant. Okay? In my mind, that's just like, okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They're twice now. They've said, take this and you'll be fine. Now now they're on the third time. Don't you think the third time's a charm? Maybe people are going to start saying, you know what? He made me get a shot. And then it didn't work. Now he made me get a second shot, and then a third shot, and now there's another one. Do you really think people are going to still just keep going? I know there's going to be people still get the shot, but do you think that more people are not going to get this new variant shot? Because why? If they're going to be another variant in a couple weeks that I got to get another shot for?
It's going to be degrees. It's definitely going to be degrees because my uncle, he came in the store, I don't know, this maybe a couple weeks ago. And
What's up, Hillbilly?
You know, he really doesn't deal with politics. His wife, you know, she's a Trump girl. She likes Trump. So me and his wife, we definitely get along. But he really don't care. He's very passive. He's very passive. And like right before he left, he was like, man, I finally got out here. And I was like, yeah, you been all right? He's like, yeah, I got the booster. And he just started like shaking his head. He's like, man, I've been fucked up for like a couple days. Like I finally was able to get here. Like he's like, I've been sick. I was like,
what's up out of the camp?
I mean, he knows how I feel about it. So me just shrugging, I mean, that I think that I said enough to him. That's about all I could say is like, I don't know, bro. Because he does it for Mamaw. You know, that's the way his brain works. I'm getting vaccinated. I'm getting boosters because my mom is, you know, 91 years old. You know, if I want to be around her, you know, I need to get this, and that's the way he thinks. And if you know my uncle, this dude is stubborn as shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get him to try anything new. Besides the vaccine.
Yeah, well.
But you get him like some hot wings or something like that, and you're like, "Hey man, try this blue cheese." Nope. Just one. Nope.
You should say Dr. Fauci says blue cheese will help you not get sick. Maybe you'll get it.
Yeah. But see, he's not doing it because of Fauci. That's the thing. That's the thing with my uncle. You got to think about how people's brains work. Yeah. You know, he doesn't care anything about this shit. You know, he just wants his mom to be healthy. And so he does what he's told to do so he can feel like he can be safe around his mom.
Yeah. Right on.
Which I respect, but you know, every time he's gotten the vaccine and I know, yeah. Every time he's gotten sick 3 times. Shot, second shot, booster. Like I'm saying, not everybody's going to fall in.
Yeah. I have something on a Hillbilly Heart. I think we got a lot of news to go through. I think I do. I'm not sure. All right, so let's move on. We got so many stories to do, and I don't know. Crowder said something today. He said if you go over an hour, YouTube messes with your algorithm. I don't know if that's true or not because we go 3 hours. Maybe that's why we don't have as many followers. I don't know. Who knows? Because we do like 3 hours just because we actually, I don't know, do all the news. Maybe we should cut it down to just an hour a night.
Or if we got that much news, we start doing part 1, part 2, and part 3.
Maybe. Who knows? I heard if you keep coming on, though, too, that messes with it, too.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. So Chris Cuomo offered advice to brother Andrew Cuomo on coronavirus messaging testimony. Let's see. Embattled CNN host Chris Cuomo, who has been under fire this year for giving private counsel to his brother during a sexual harassment scandal, testified this year his advice was also sought by his brother's team on the coronavirus messaging in 2020. That advice came the same year then New York Governor Cuomo enjoyed glowing interviews on his brother Chris's CNN program and nearly universal media praise for the handling of the pandemic. During his testimony to New York State investigators and then Governor Cuomo's sexual harassment charges in July, Chris Cuomo said he was passed information from inside his brother's administration. It was as the brother of the governor, not a journalist, and he was sometimes being asked to provide advice or counsel. Is he even a fucking lawyer? Can you give me an example of a situation prior to December 2020 when your advice or counsel was sought by the staff of the executive chamber? And he said, well, discussions about initiatives and pandemic and messaging for the governor about different aspects of how he's handling COVID. So this guy needs to be. Does this guy still work for CNN?
Yep.
He does? Wow.
Remember, not too long ago, he got in trouble himself for sexual assault allegations or sexual harassment. And then it just kind of went away because I think the Rittenhouse trial started.
That would be good, Vinny.
See how easily we get distracted?
Yeah, that would be a good idea, Vinny. No, but so look at this. So think about this. I went to journalism school, And there's one professor, he came in and spoke with us, and I asked him the question. I'm like, with all the fake news out there now, what do you think about that? People calling everybody fake news, like, the Fresno, because he used to be editor of the Fresno Bee, and he's a liberal, He's like, no, he's all, the Fresno Bee and all this, they tell the real news, they just tell the truth. They're not biased. And I'm like, dude, really? Come on. So I actually want to email him and see what happens. I start asking him now. Because this right here, if you're bringing your brother on to your show, that's a conflict of interest right there. And then, you're making him look good. That's not real freaking journalism. If you're bringing on your brother and, telling him what to say and stuff like that. So I don't know. What's up, Jeannie? I've never seen that one before, Julius. CNN is creating Nazi narratives. But CNN should have not allowed those to happen, in my opinion. If you're supposed to be unbiased and real news, right?
Well, before you, I don't know how fast you're going to move on to the next news article. Can you control F and type in Alec, like Alec Baldwin, on that news article?
Yeah, I'm trying to right now. Hold on. Shit. Hold on.
Or Command F.
There's
whatever.
no Alec on here.
Okay, so the reason I brought that up was when Tim Pool started, that was the headline of this thing was this, and somehow Alec Baldwin got brought into it, that somebody reached out to Alec Baldwin and told him basically, do not comment on this story, which I thought was weird.
I don't know.
Take the grain of salt, but for some reason they reached out to Alec Baldwin and said, hey, when this comes out, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, moving on to the next one. So, Bill Cosby prosecutors asked the Supreme Court to revive case after ruling that freedom. It looks like they might be taking him back to court, folks. Your drinks might be safe again for a while. Pennsylvania prosecutors asked the Supreme Court on Monday to overturn a lower court's ruling that reversed Bill Cosby's conviction for sexual assault. Cosby, 84, who was often dubbed America's Dad. I mean, I loved the Cosby Show when I was a kid. I watched his what do you call it? His comedy shows and stuff. He served more than 2 years of a 10-year sentence, but he got out because they said, well, he signed a deal that we wouldn't go against him for this stuff if he admitted to it over here, which is some bullshit. So it looks like they're trying to get around it, which I hope they do, because after what this man did, it's disgraceful. You don't do that to women, right? Think about it. If you had a daughter and you found out that this guy drugged your daughter and took advantage of her sexually, oh my gosh. I'd kill him. He wouldn't be alive today if he did that to my daughter. And I don't even have a daughter. So I hope they go back after him. Put him back in jail. They don't call it pedo wood for nothing.
Or it could be a different scenario altogether. I never thought about it this way until Judge Joe Brown brought it up. But Eddie, there are people that are called groupies, and they want to do drugs and fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so Judge Joe Brown brought it up. He's like, did he knowingly put drugs in these girls' drinks when they had no idea that he was doing that? Or were they there to do drugs and fuck like groupies do? And, he's like, that's the big question. And at first I was like, man, fuck you, Judge Joe Brown. I liked you.
Mm-hmm.
And I started thinking about, like, the people that I used to run around with. I mean, I had friends that had groupies themselves. Mm-hmm. Nowhere near on the level of Bill Cosby or a rock star, but groupies, that's what they want to do. They want to do drugs and fuck.
Yeah, I know there's people like that, but these people are saying that they did it. That's not what these people are saying happened.
I understand that.
So, I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. Your good old friend Jussie Smollett, however the hell you say his name, had celebrity support from these stars after an alleged attack. You know he's back in court now.
I heard that.
The trial begins in Chicago on Monday. I wonder what day was this from? Is that this Monday or next Monday? So I hope they show it. I want to see it. So when the attack first made headlines, the celebrities rushed to support him. And here's the list: Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson, Tyler Perry. I thought Rumor Willis. She's not even famous. Her dad's famous. O'Shea Jackson Jr. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Cynthia Nixon. I don't know who you are. But yeah, all these people are saying it. But guess what? Oh, she's from Sex and the City. Oh, she was that mean one. I don't know. I never watched the show except for when my ex-wife made me watch it. But yeah,
What'd you say the name of the show was? And don't read the title.
Sex and the City.
What's the second word in it?
In.
Nope.
The Sex and the City. Oh, thank you, P.W. Green. Thank you very much.
Another small Mandela effect, but every time you know how I do.
I know that's what you do. But so he's going to court. He's accused of lying to the police about the alleged attack and has been charged with felony disorderly conduct, a class 4 felony. The crime carries a sentence up to 3 years in prison. So hopefully he gets in trouble for it. Whether Smollett, who is black and gay, testifies remains an open question. But his siblings will take the witness stand, and they're expected to repeat what they have told police officers and prosecutors, that they carried out the attack at his behest. So I hope he goes to trouble for this. I want to see.
He'll get guilty, but he'll probably be picking up trash off the side of the road.
I don't know. His sister is gorgeous. Have you ever seen his sister? Wow. Wowza.
If he gets off, we can claim that of people of color privilege.
Oh yeah, right. Is her name Journey Smollett? I think it's Journey Smollett.
Even though probably hardly any of us, believe in that, but it's always nice to just like throw it back at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, our body, our choice, abortions, and then they're like, vaccine mandates, and we're like, okay, our body, our choice. How you going to argue with that, motherfucker?
I used to think she was hot. I guess she's not. Maybe she's not as hot as I thought she was. Maybe she's getting older and not as good looking. I don't know. She was in a movie a long time ago where I was like, wow, who the hell is that? Anyways. Yes, I'm a perv.
It's crazy how most people even pronounce this, or at least most people that I know that bring up his name, they pronounce it the way Dave Chappelle brought it up. Juicy. Yeah. Justice for Juicy.
Justice for Juicy. Yeah.
The French actor. Jussie Smollett.
All right. And yeah, and I'm not a Bill Cosby. I may be a perv. I think girls are good looking, but I don't go out touching them and doing stuff unless they say, Eddie, come in, so I just look. I like to look. Nothing wrong with that. So the Heritage Foundation sues Biden administration over the vaccine mandate. Who is the Heritage Foundation? Claiming it was a gross abuse of government power and a violation of personal liberty. The American Center for Law and Justice. Oh, so the American Center for Law and Justice filed a lawsuit on behalf of the Heritage Foundation. Well, still, I don't know who the Heritage Foundation is. Do you know? Does anybody know what the Heritage Foundation is?
On face value, I would think a Native American foundation. I don't know.
Look it up. Well, as soon as I finish reading this article, we'll look it up. They has not historically filed lawsuits, Robert said in a statement. That we are doing so now should make clear to any observer that we view this mandate as deadly serious threat to our individual liberty and values that make America great. Under my predecessors, the Heritage Foundation has stood rock solid in defense of liberty, freedom, and the opportunity for all. Let's see if they say what they are. Let's look them up. But I think that's great. Sue the asshole. Sue him. Let's see what the Heritage Foundation is. They were
They're religious-based Christian organization.
Says is an American conservative. It's a conservative think tank. I'm gonna start checking these people out. Let me go back because right here is that they're a conservative think tank based in Washington D.C., primarily geared towards public policy. The foundation took a leading role in the conservative movement during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, whose policies were taken from Heritage Policy Study Mandate for Leadership. Sounds like some good people. What's up, Jenny? What's up, Stats? Thank you for calling me a cutie. I appreciate it. I like it when people say that. What's up, Julie? Thank you for the answer. It's a Fortune 500 group, huh? Well, they're conservatives. I would hope so. Conservatives like money. Liberals don't, except the ones in office, because they take all the money from the liberals who don't like money and try and give them free shit. All right, let's see. Journalist stunned how Chris Cuomo... Oh. Feels good to see. Now I know why that popped in my head. God damn it, stupid commercial. World, was it World Star? Is that
World Star?
Right? All right, journalist stunned how Chris Cuomo still has CNN job amid damning relations of his brother. Liberal journalists are asking how Chris Cuomo, even liberal journalists, is still employed by CNN amid new revelations that show how involved he was in shielding his brother during various scandals. Newly released testimony from the New York Attorney General's investigation now ousted Governor Cuomo shows the Cuomo primetime host heavily worked with the Democrats' inner circle to combat the allegations. Text messages released by the state showed that Andrew Cuomo aide Melissa DeRosa asking about intel the CNN anchor had on March 15th and Ronan Farrow's reporting on the scandal. Wow. But yet CNN is still letting him look. Los Angeles Times says this is an embarrassment to journalism. Liberals are saying they can't believe CNN. Liberals, folks.
Ronan Farrow, is he the guy that goes after the kitty touchers, or is he a kitty toucher?
Not sure.
He's one of them.
Not sure. Noah Shetman. I don't know who this is, but they got a check mark. It says, if this story is accurate, it describes a series of shocking ethical breaches, fireable offenses at any other news outlet. Just to be clear, if anyone else on CNN's roster did this, they'd not only be fired, but blacklisted from journalism, period. This guy says, it's hard to imagine any news executive keeping Chris Cuomo on staff after today's revelations. Oh, they're showing the text messages. Wow. So what do you think? You think they're going to fire him now? Now that everybody's calling for them to fire him? You know, it's called cancel culture. Do you think that CNN is going to cancel Cuomo? What do you think, Drunk? Honest opinion. You're old liberal. Bring your old liberal side out. What would you say?
I'm going to say no because of the timing.
No, because of the timing?
Yep.
Okay.
Because they're trying to distract you with the Omni. We got Ghislaine going on. We got Jussie going on, which Jussie probably won't be covered. Ghislaine will barely be covered. But they're letting stuff because they know everybody's ADD is fucked now. Mm-hmm. Everybody, I don't care. Like I said not too long ago, little Cuomo just got in trouble for sexually harassing or assaulting people, and then something else happens and we forget about it because it's nothing news coming out. Or it may like one thing news coming out, but you've got 300 of the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Now that's done. Ahmaud Arbery case, Omni, Ghislaine, Jussie. It's all in the timing. So no, I don't think he's going to get getting rid of. But if this was time different, then absolutely.
Right on. So Matt, congratulations! His ninth grader just got JV MVP of the award for football. MVP of the year for football. Congratulations, bud. Tell your son congratulations from Eddie. We appreciate that. Just tell him if he goes in the NFL that tell him don't go woke. Don't go woke. And share some of that money with you. Buy your dad a house. All right. Ghislaine Maxwell's alleged victim arrives at court today.
And get a financial advisor. There's too many people that get into the NFL that don't know how to handle money and they end up going bankrupt. We don't want that to happen.
Dude, listen to the story about Shaq, guys. Shaq, there's a story about Shaquille O'Neal. He said when he went into basketball, he was given a $500,000 signing bonus or something like that. He said, I went out and bought myself a Phantom, was $200,000. And then my dad said, well, you got to buy me one. So he bought his dad one. And then he said within 24 hours, he had spent the whole $500,000. He said after that, he didn't buy shit unless he really needed it. He took care of his money. Now look at Shaq. Shaq's worth tons of money. He's doing tons of commercials. He's doing tons of shows. Shaq is a smart dude. He made, that's how you learn, folks. You make a mistake and learn, right? A lot of us, though, make the mistakes and we don't learn.
I don't know if I would say Shaq is a smart dude.
With his money.
He's got some good people working for him now.
Well, isn't that smart, getting the right people working for you?
To an extent, yes. But to say Shaq is smart.
Well, I'm a big fan of Shaq.
I don't know. I love Shaq to death. I think he's funny as hell, but smart is.
He made some dumb movies, but
Hey,
he got paid for it. He got paid for it. Drunk
That's
on
right.
Cajuns or God Rides a Harley says, look at his. God Rides a Harley says, look at his. There you go. Drunk Uncle, I have some homework for you. Go to Fox Nation. You can join for free for 90 days. Watch season 1, episode 84. Tucker interviews Robert Kennedy Jr. I saw you posting that somewhere else too. God Rides a Harley.
Is that the guy that's just come out with a book? I keep seeing people posting over and over about to read. I think it's some sort of Kennedy's book that was just released. Is that the same person?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see if he answers. Yeah, Shaq. So I was in Sacramento, and I was at a bar, and the Lakers were playing the Kings, and it wasn't the NBA Finals, but it was like before the finals. And I'm like rooting and stuff, and I fucked up, and I rooted for the Lakers. I was trying to be quiet, but after a couple of drinks, and they're like, you like the Lakers? I'm like, yeah, I do actually. And they're like, fucking Shaq, all he does is stand there and fucking dunk. That's all he can fucking do. I said, that's his job. And they're like, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if he played for the Sacramento Kings, you guys would like him. No, we wouldn't. I was like, then why did you take Vlade Divac from us? And they're like, I'm like, you like Vlade Divac, right? And they're like, hell yeah, we like Vlade Divac. I was like, all he did was dunk too. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, when I used to play basketball online, my character was designed specifically every year. And I was the tallest, like not fat, but not skinny, guy on the court. I couldn't do anything but block, rebound, and dunk. And I've done that for a specific reason, because there's plenty of people in the courts that want to shoot threes, that want to do crossovers, this, that, or the other. And I got valued among the team because they see me as just not greedy, because I would let them score, but still my grade was going through the roof just by doing blocks, rebounds, dunks, assists. So yeah, that was my job. My job was to do nothing more than to hang around in the paint and then fuck you up when you came in there and take the ball.
Okay, what is Shatman? Is that because I'm reading the stat said, Julius, you're the only person, you're a smart one, first ever online to get your name. So I'm curious. Which one was it? I'm an idiot. What's up, Dawn Break? Hello, gorgeous. All right, so one of Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims arrived Monday at New York City courthouse where the jury was selected for the trial for the long-running sex trafficking case. 2 years after Jeffrey Epstein's suicide behind bars, Sarah Ransone arrived at the courthouse for the start of Maxwell's trial in New York, wearing a matching red beret and a sweater. She said little to the media that surrounded her before she ascended the courthouse. I never thought this day would happen. Maxwell, who once dated Epstein, is accused of acting as a chief enabler. We know that. She's charged with one count of enhancing. You know, I mean, after that, you gotta go after young kids, right? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. She pleaded not guilty. The wealthy Oxford-educated Maxwell is the daughter of British newspaper magnate Robert Maxwell, who died after falling off of his yacht, named the Lady Ghislaine. Really? Is anybody bringing that in? Her dad suddenly fell off a boat, and now she became rich?
No, have I not talked to you about this yet, about her father?
Mm-mm.
Should I do it now?
Go for it. Just don't take an hour to do it, please.
Okay.
Try and condense it.
Try not to. Okay, so
where at God Rides Harley?
I think Ghislaine and Jeffrey's relationship was not necessarily a relationship, but almost an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Word around the campfire is, and most people don't talk about this anymore, they did right whenever she got picked up, but her father basically taught Jeffrey how to do what Jeffrey done. Ghislaine's father was in the same business, and it was blackmailing people of power.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Epstein was already rich, from what I understand, but he wanted power. He wanted power. And so Ghislaine had the power, but she wanted popularity and notability. And then, of course, you know, he brings her into his life. You know, she's in the magazines, this side or the other. You know, they're taking pictures with all sorts of famous people. You know, she gets to live that life, and he gets what he wants. She gets what she wants. But still, her father,
I gotcha. All right.
is the nucleus, I guess you could say.
Okay. God Rides a Harley, where can we listen to it at? You said you can listen to it. I'd love to listen to it. Maybe I'll listen to it tomorrow while I'm working. So
what? Oh, the trial?
That's what
really?
he says. He says they have audio. I would love to listen to it. I keep doing that.
Damn right.
Yeah, I would definitely love to listen to it. I think I'm going to go back to Chrome. I'm not liking Firefox. Okay, so speaking of Jesse again, I'm going to call him Jesse. I don't care.
You mean Juicy?
Yeah. Jury selection for his trial of disorderly conduct has commenced in Chicago, but as Monday, cameras and members of the press are not allowed inside the courtroom. But according to a Fox News reporter on the ground, the court is now working with the media to strategize how the press will fit inside the courtroom. The press is sitting in the hallway and can see inside the courtroom, but the audio is hard to decipher. Judge James Lynn is presiding over the case because the guidelines present to help stop the spread of COVID-19 decided that seating within the courtroom must be reserved for potential jurors. However, the courtroom will reportedly keep its doors open to provide some insight to the public. Well, that's good. He contends he was a victim of racist and homophobic. We all know that stuff. However, experts have said it's more likely that if the 39-year-old is convicted, he would be placed on probation and perhaps ordered to... Fuck that shit. But
what, community service?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying? Yeah. Yeah.
But
you know,
then the judge wants to, or no, the police chief wants to charge him for their Their time.
Fake hate crime?
Yeah, like make them pay for it, for all the detective work and stuff like that.
Well, that could be the civil suit that comes on right after it.
Maybe. They do allow a couple to usually represent. Let's see. He's had a shit ton of power. How do you think Obama administration released Epstein on sedition and Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Right. Well, hopefully they let somebody in. Hopefully, if things go well, I'll be with you tonight. What song is that? I'm trying to remember.
I know the song, that I've just got that one line stuck in my head. I'm trying to think of the.
Right, the rest of it, same here. All right, look. So here, this is a pretty funny cartoon. Did it pop up yet? Gay Smasher said there was a show on YouTube with the audio. Let's see. This was from yesterday. Look on the bright side. No more mean tweets. Look at it. You got China, Death to America, and the Green New Deal. Everybody here has a fucking leash on. Yeah. Minneapolis jail. Thank you. You got my vote, Kamala. Me too. Bail for rioters and rapists.
Is it Wild Thing? Tone Loc, Wild Thing?
Maybe. It might be.
And hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it might be Wild Thing. I don't know if that's Tone Loc. Did Tone Loc do Wild Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the raspy voice. Let's do the wild thing.
Here, let's just type it. Brownie, stop scratching me. You already came up. Dusk Till Dawn, no. I'll be there, no.
And hopefully I'll be with you tonight.
Oh, well,
yep, I'm right. It's Wild Thing. I don't know if Tone Loc done it like David says, but
yes, that's Tone Loc. There's a Wild Thing. Yep. I would play the song, but we can't play it. Maybe we'll go on Twitch and play it one of the times when I'm on Twitch. I'm surprised I haven't done that. All right, so this was over the weekend. I found this yesterday on Yahoo. How many people in your area are vaccinated against COVID? Here's a zip-by-zip report. How do they know this? I've never gotten a phone call asking if I was vaccinated. So the Illinois Department of Public Health tracks vaccinations by zip code. Oh, if it's only you're in Illinois. So let's look it up. That's only Illinois. They don't say that, you assholes. Okay, it's only in Illinois. But let's look. 83%, 72%, 60%. They're all above. There's 50%. 57s, 56s, 55s. Is there any lower than that? 51%, 50% even. 48%. 45%, 44%. What's the lowest one? They're going by percentage rates here. Okay, so let me go to the top then. Okay, so the very top in East St. Louis. Is that in Illinois? Is there East St. Louis in Illinois? Only 21% of the population has been vaccinated. In Centerville.
Yay, in St. Louis.
Look at this. I'm a purebred. I'm a pureblood still. I just thought that was cool. I thought you could go and type in yours, but it's only in Illinois. It didn't say only Illinois in the headline, so sorry, guys. What's this one? College student dead after frat's diabolical underground fight club. I picked this one up because I know a lot of people in here like fight clubs, so I figured you guys might be interested in this one. It says on November 19th, Nathan Valencia, a 20-year-old Las Vegas college junior and fraternity member, fought a member of another campus fraternity in the main event of an annual boxing match. Okay, nothing wrong so far. According to an Instagram flyer leading up to the Kappa Sigma Fight Night, proceeds for the annual event were supposed to go support Center Ring Boxing, a youth boxing club in Vegas. Sounds good so far. But the friendly match quickly turned tragic. According to K-Las Vegas and Valencia, a member of Sigma Alpha fraternity at the University of Nevada, collapsed shortly after his bout, 4 days later, he was dead. His family told the outlet that Valencia suffered brain injuries that led to his death in the hospital. His friend who witnessed the fight described the atmosphere as an underground fight club. Castro said at some point Valencia collapsed and a brawl broke out. He said, amid the chaos, Valencia received no medical help. I saw no medical, no doctors, nothing. The referee appeared to be poorly trained, and Valencia received several
Wait a minute,
fatal
you said
blows.
a brawl broke out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm painting. I'm starting to see what the fuck's going on now. I'm following.
Let's see. College students should not be placed in a situation where they are pitted against each other for combat. We will leave no stone unturned to determine how a 20-year-old ended up in a school-sanctioned amateur fight that cost him his life. How was this school sanctioned? I haven't seen anything that says it was school sanctioned. Here's let's see.
You're probably sanctioned if you're a fraternity.
Maybe.
I think. You know, because they have houses on campus and shit like that.
Well, in a statement on Friday, Keith Whitfield, president of UNLV, put some distance between the university and event, calling the boxing match an off-campus event intended to raise money. Whitfield did not take responsibility for the event. Who is this? The Saturday afternoon page, is that this guy? Maybe this is the guy that died. I don't know. Nobody's responding. But I mean, I've been to stuff like that, right? And as soon as somebody gets knocked out, you stop it, right? Or as soon as somebody gets hit too hard, you stop it. If they want to tap out, you stop it. So
yeah, that's why I was thinking. That's why a brawl broke out. They probably that whoever was refereeing it, if they even had a referee. These are details I would like to know. But yeah, there's a reason a brawl broke out. Something fucked up happened in there that they were not prepared for.
Yeah. Well, all I know is UNLV is going to get sued because you know what? They look for the biggest wallet, and UNLV has the biggest wallet out of there, right? You know that's what's going to happen. They're going to sue UNLV and they're going to get a ton of money probably settled out of court. So, exclusive. Let's see. These ransacked Oakland shops, stealing $100,000 in items. Surveillance camera. Is this going to be one of the ones where you have to watch the video?
What's up, Brad?
No, they're not going to show it. Oh well. You just sent me an email if I want scary. All right, I'll check it out. I got a lot of links today. I'll check it out tonight, and I might show it tomorrow. I don't know if I have room for it today because I know we're gonna go late today for sure. All right, so the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart addresses that. You remember we talked about this when LeBron James I thought he elbowed the guy, but actually he was pulling his hand down and his face went right into the guy's eye. You guys remember that? Remember that? So the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart addresses the incident. Because he got 2-game suspension, and LeBron only got 1. And LeBron James was like, "Fuck the NBA." He flipped him off. He said, "This is bullshit." All kinds of stuff like that. What's up, Sneaky Pete? Huh?
LeBron did what?
LeBron, he said, fuck the NBA for giving me this fine. It's bullshit. I did nothing wrong. He got in my space, and then he flipped him off. You didn't see that? I thought we talked about that on here. Pretty sure
we probably did. We probably did.
All right. So the
this doesn't surprise me, but still, it still catches me off guard on how much this guy's
right.
shitty.
He got fined again for flipping him off.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's a bitch.
And I hate that he's on the Lakers. I don't even watch basketball anymore, to be honest with you. So anyway, the Lakers are a few games removed from the incident, and but Stewart recently addressed the media with his perspective. During the matchup between the Lakers and the Pistons, James and Stewart fought for positioning after a free throw when James hit his left elbow against Stewart's eye. Actually, it was his fist. A scuffle then erupted. So let's see what this guy is saying. I asked Isaiah Stewart about the incident with LeBron James. This is the first time he publicly addressed it, and he said it's going to be his last. Let's watch it.
Shots are going to fall, man.
Isaiah, obviously a lot has been said about the LeBron incident. When you watch film of what happened, what was that like? Just to watch what was going through your head, and just sort of what have the last couple of days been like for you?
Yeah, this is going to be my last time addressing it. I watched the film, and me personally, like I said, I didn't feel like it was an accident, but it's my last time addressing it. My main focus right now is on my team and my teammates, getting back to playing basketball. I'm not going to let that define who I am. I'm going to let, what Detroit drafted me for define who I am and, the way I play basketball. So I don't want to address that no more. And my main focus is on helping my teammates and coaches.
I think the reason why he's saying that, so let's be real, LeBron James makes the NBA a lot of money. He makes the Lakers a lot of money. I think he has to be quiet about it. I think they told him to kind of shut the fuck up and just let it be. What do you think, Trump?
Or maybe there's some sort of bro code that's going on, and something was said on the court. I was watching this earlier with Flagrant 2 with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz, and they think something was said between them two that really sparked this. This wasn't just. I think LeBron meant to hit him, and LeBron's so much of a coward pussy that he has to hide it in a move instead of squaring up. But something was said on that court that was incredibly out of line, and who knows which side it came from. That's my stance on it. And he's not going to talk about things that were said on the court.
All right, let's see if they show it in this. And Shaq's
LeBron's
talking.
been in the
So
league, 18, 17 years? He's never been that guy. When you're going strength against strength and you're stronger, sometimes you got to put that extra on. And as he put the on to it, guy got hit in the face.
yeah, never mind. I take back what I said about Shaq earlier. Let's see if they show it. This is probably it right here.
What about being smart?
You know what? Shut the fuck up.
Light him up, then Giannis, and then
I hadn't heard Shaq talk in a while.
Their number one guy.
I don't watch basketball. I don't watch sports really anymore.
Stewart and LeBron.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for this. I got a copyright for playing this last time.
Stewart is hot, and everybody's coming out now.
But let's see when they show it again.
Now, this is ridiculous.
I actually don't think it's ridiculous. If somebody punches you in the face like that.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes Stewart.
I mean, Stewart may have gone a little far, but I think he had the right to.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, really? This is what Sneaky Pete says. Sneaky Pete says LeBron said, fuck you and fuck your mama. That's what triggered the other guy.
Calm down. And there's Cade Cunningham also.
But look at all that blood on him. I mean, watch. They're going to show the replay. Just watch.
The free throw line.
Where you going, Stats?
And he's still trying to get loose.
He is
low.
He's out of the game without question.
I mean, this
is
is
like he's running through the line.
Boots with the fur. Everybody coming.
That's nuts. That's just crazy right now.
That's just crazy.
That's crazy right now.
Get down, Brian. I'm waiting for them to show the replay.
And both coaching staffs are making sure that the players don't come
LA
out
China is a piece of
further.
shit. Is that what La China? La China, LeBron,
Some
La China.
players have drifted out.
A little bit.
Now, and when they review the tapes of this, they'll see which players
Apple
were in
bottom
the game
jeans,
and which players
boots
were
with
along
the
the
fur.
sideline.
What song am I singing, guys?
Well, you could look at the
I already
face
said the name, kind of.
and the blood pouring down
Come on, show the
face
replay.
of Isaiah Stewart.
I mean, that's a lot of freaking blood. That's not an accident. Watch when they show the replay. Just watch.
So you throw in
a lot of trouble.
insult,
Hold on.
the insult, and the elbow to the eye.
Wait, what? I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
So we'll just say that the insult that we heard is true. You know, fuck you and fuck your mom. And then you catch an elbow to the eye. Because I think I bet the insult came before the elbow.
Well, that's what they're saying. But who gave the insult? Did LeBron give the insult, or did Isaiah?
No, it wouldn't have caused the adverse reaction. Obviously, LeBron said that to him, or it wouldn't have made him fly off the handle so much.
Right.
So he said that to him, and then elbowed him in the fucking eye socket or the eyebrow.
Yeah.
And that's what set him off. But I think it may have been a little bit more than that. He may have said "fuck you" and "fuck your mom," but I think he may have tagged on a little something after that.
Maybe. Let's see if they show the replay.
Wow, ridiculous.
I remember they showed the replay, so let's see the
He runs
replay.
along the tunnel and comes out the other side. Remember?
And the dogs are good. Thank you for asking.
A number of years ago.
They are warning.
Oh, just wait till you see the replay.
The Lakers bench to watch for him coming out the other side. They were definitely in chase mode. I know there's some police now going down the tunnel.
Just watch the replay, guys. They're going to show it here.
It's been a while, I would assume, and you don't see somebody that out of control often in any sport that upset.
Come on, show the damn replay.
Take him to the locker room and lock the door.
Here we go. They're going to show the replay right here.
Different arena.
So watch the replay.
Different rosters.
Oh, no, word shouldn't get to you, but if they say that and then they punch you, and this was a punch.
Shooting the free throw. He's in there tangled up, and he inadvertently gets an elbow from LeBron.
Inadvertently. Watch this. Watch this again from this angle. LeBron is, they're right here on the right.
He's in there tangled up. And
look how far LeBron James is this far away from him.
I mean, there was no intentional elbow thrown there.
There was no intentional. That's not intentional. Just wait till they show the next replay. They're going to show the other angle, I think.
And that was the start of a 15-minute delay. And counting.
Let's see the other replay. Oh, they don't show the... If you see it from the other side, you can see it's a fist. Let's see if they show it from the other side.
And I know you don't know much about basketball, but you don't put your hand in a fist when you're trying to box somebody out.
You what?
Your hands are open. When you're trying to box somebody out, your hands are open.
Yeah.
They're not closed.
All right, this is a different angle, so let's see what happens here.
In the way of shooting, so Ellington enters. Uh-oh, we got Isaiah.
Let's see if they show the better replay. Oh, here we go. This is the replay I want to see.
We're going to get a replay here and see exactly what happened along the lane.
So watch this replay. Okay, so right here, they're them right here. Can you guys see my pointer? Just so you guys know where to look. Okay, watch them. They're already pushing each other, but this is normal. When you go for the rebound on free throws, this is how it works, right? But now watch this.
Right here, trying to rebound.
No, I just noticed something else.
What did you notice? Hold on. Let me go back. I went back a little bit, so wait till it stops on the screen when I went back and tell me what you noticed.
Yeah, well, and
is the guy's hand in the air yet?
Huh?
Is the guy's hand up like this yet on your screen?
No, where you're paused at, you're totally fine.
Okay,
you're totally fine.
Okay, what are you telling me to? What are you showing?
This is just how basketball works. LeBron James shouldn't have even been messing with number 28.
Okay.
LeBron James was supposed to be making sure that number 9 at the free throw line was guarded.
Okay.
He had no business messing with 28. Number 10's already got 28 boxed out. This was already personal. I grew up in basketball, so notice these little things. LeBron James is supposed to be covering number 9.
Okay. I got you.
Because what if that ball bounces off the front of the rim, it comes back to number 9 again, he goes in, slam dunks it.
Okay, that makes
Everybody's
sense.
supposed to be covered. LeBron James has no business messing with 28 because number 10's already got 28 covered. He's boxed out. Motherfucker's boxed out.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to play this because this is a good angle. So I'm going to play it real quick. You know what? Actually, I'm going to slow it down even. I am going to go to playback speed. Let's go to super slow. Let's go to 0.25. That's as slow as I can go. All right, we're going to play it slow. And we'll watch this. So you see his... So you see his elbow, right? His elbow's not hitting him in the eye. Watch this.
Right there.
That's a punch. That was a punch. And somebody said LeBron was looking right at him. He was. See, look, LeBron is looking right at him right there. LeBron's looking as he's doing it. So he elbowed him and he punched him. He didn't just punch him; he elbowed him first.
We started.
Let's see. Look, he's looking at him. He's doing it on purpose. He just watched himself do it. Right? We just watched it in slow motion. He did that on purpose. Let's be real here, folks.
Oh, I just noticed something else.
Okay, what else did you notice? Tell me where to go back to.
Well, no, just a. He reacted after the ball was already in the basket. The play is done.
Right there.
They're acting like I'm sitting there thinking, like, was this a missed shot? You know? No, it went right in the fucking basket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the basket right here.
Then he hit him.
Yeah.
Holy jeez.
He's a douchebag.
I'm starting to think this is
They're not going to do anything to him. They're not. You know why? Because he's LeBron James and he makes the NBA a lot of money. That's why they're not going to do shit to him.
Yeah, well, Conor McGregor used to be Conor McGregor too, but Conor McGregor's not the same Conor McGregor anymore.
Yeah, and he's been handled too, right? Pretty much.
I don't know, but
Dana White put him in check, though. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
He's still kind of his boy. Who knows? But I'm saying, you know, people are only going to take so much shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, most basketball fans, like real basketball fans, do not like LeBron James. He's a crybaby.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He's a crybaby. That's the way we see him.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic. Liberal news, Yahoo again. Rolling Stone, really liberal news. Michael Cohen, Trump pulled off the greatest grift in U.S. history. Really? Donald Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, said that he believes the former president will not run again, having already pulled off the greatest grift in U.S. history, raising money from his supporters who believe his lies that the 2020 election was, So Cohen, during a Meet the Press appearance on Sunday, said that Trump wants to keep the grift going and hopes to continue raising millions of dollars from his supporters to purportedly help overturn the election. What a piece of junk. So
is Trump raising money to help overturn the election?
No, he hasn't started raising any money yet.
Okay.
Not that I know of. What a douchebag. I don't know.
I would say if he's like raising money for already like for his campaign or something and doesn't run, that'd be pretty shitty.
Yeah. Well, that's all you gotta. That's all. You can't do that. All right, so the next one from Yahoo Business Insider News, liberal, says Trump says he'd win the Republican nomination for president very easily if he decides to run in 2024. Well, no shit, folks. You know we're all going to vote for him. Let's see. Most people said if I run, they won't run against me, so I think that's good. No, they know. Trump has been testing the waters for a potential run. We already know he's going to run. Come on. We know he's going to run. He better run, because we need to get douchebag out of there.
Big question is
I've wiped my
who
own ass.
he's going to run with.
I think it's going to be DeSantis, hopefully. Hopefully, I don't know.
I was going to say besides DeSantis.
Yeah.
Because I could have swore that I heard that somewhere months ago that they said that they wouldn't run together. But
who just said it? Yeah, Vinny Wynn says there's plenty of spaces on Twitch. Join in. Please, guys, if you guys have Twitch, just open it up on this channel just so we can get the views. We'd appreciate it. That's a way you can support us. Who said it that they get asked by Trump 10 times a day? Where was it? I just saw it. Where was it? That is very true. Yeah, Brad says I have been getting emails, and yes, they are raising money. I get them. I get tons of emails too because I'm signed up for the Trump stuff. You don't just get an email from him, or then you get an email from his son. Then you get an email from another person. Then he sends you like 20 emails a day. He does, but he knows what he's doing, how to raise money. All right, so this is from Liberal LA Times. Ban homeless encampments everywhere? ? It might have more support than liberals think. And this is from a liberal freaking newspaper. Scott, is this an opinion piece? It doesn't say if this is an op-ed. So Scott Culberson is conflicted, not to mention frustrated and sad, disappointed, and frankly just fed up. Angelinos, I suspect many of you can relate. For almost 2 years, the executive director of the Friends of Bologna Wetlands has watched with dismay as the encampment of broken down RVs and buses has become a permanent fixture along Jefferson Boulevard just west of Lincoln and Plaza del Rey. Look at this. Remember, I've shown you guys this in Oakland, all over the place. It's everywhere. It says, when I spoke to Culberson over the summer, he told me how the few dozen occupants have been making frequent incursions into the Balboa Wetlands Ecological Reserve with adjacent freshwater marsh, leaving mounds of trash and causing brush fires. We've been saying that forever. So, at least here in Madera and around this area, the homeless like to live in the river. They leave their needles in there. They leave everything in there, and it's bad, right? And all that water goes to the ocean because they got to protect the stupid liberals in our state want to protect like these little tiny fish that don't even belong here or something else, right? But they allow needles and trash to go in there. So anyways, so he pinned, they're talking about this. They said Culberson had pinned his hopes to promise the city to do a regular cleanup of the encampment. And for the most part, the city has followed through. But here's the problem. You go start cleaning this up, then the liberals come out. Oh, why are you cleaning up there? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, because it's fucking trash. You get in trouble for cleaning up the homeless camps. Everybody who is living along there, they know the game now. He told me a few hours after a pointless Thanksgiving cleanup. As soon as LA sanitation workers leave, everybody puts their stuff right back out. These past few months have left Culberson at a loss for what to do next. Even the most liberal folks like me have begun to lose patience with the homeless situation. Did you just hear this, what he said? Even the most liberal folks like me have begun to lose patience with the homeless situation. There's no way to fix it, folks. I mean, yeah, I'll go out there with my friend and help feed them and give them food, right? They're still humans. It wasn't my choice to do that help, but he helped me with my veterans, so I helped him with his cause, right? Because we're friends. And I actually had fun helping out the homeless out there. It says, we all agree that the only solution to homelessness is housing. Why will we continue to allow someone to live on public property if a safer, healthy alternative is available? When we allow camping in public, even when safer alternatives exist, we're allowing someone's addiction to take their lives. So, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but they're saying, even the liberals are saying now, we got to get rid of the homeless. We just got to get them off the fucking streets. What do you think, Drunk? Or is this something you're not in your wheelhouse?
No, well, you're talking about, saying even the liberals are getting tired of it.
That's what he said. That was his words, not mine. That was his.
Yeah, you're reading it.
Yeah.
And I had a spark for a Landau joke in my head, not from him, but I was trying to figure out how to word it. But it's been pulled out. Well, Jesus Christ, I'm not good at comedy. I would say I'm gonna start walking around with a bottle of Dayquil in my pocket.
Okay. Oh, to make money off of them, selling it to the homeless.
No. To whenever you run into a liberal that's starting to see the other side, because a Dayquil is a red pill. When you run into somebody that's like starting to change, you just pull a bottle of pills out of your pocket and you give them a Dayquil. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Hold on to that. You might need it.
Yeah. Well, so this next one is funny too. This is from Yahoo Business.
Joke in progress, but this is the idea that counts.
You're working on it. It's all good. So Yahoo News once again, folks, these are very liberal news agencies. It says Democrats can't win elections and can't govern, so stop supporting them and send your money somewhere that will actually help. This is liberal news saying this. It says Americans keep supporting Democrats who keep capitulating to conservatives. So you can tell this is from a liberal writer. Look, they're capitulating to the conservatives. The party will only change when Democrats realize their base won't support them. Giving up on mainstream Democrats free up money for more effective political work. This is an opinion column. Okay. The Democrats are a mess. The moderate and conservative wings of the party have waffled in their support of 4 major bills. The progressives feel unheard. They got stupid AOC out there every fucking day. That's the problem. You let her talk for you. The most recent elections were a disaster for Democrats. They lost the Virginia governorship. They nearly lost New Jersey. And they lost many ballot races. Yeah, because you guys are idiots. I don't want to read it. I just wanted to read the title. Because look, this is from liberal media saying that the Democrats aren't doing very well. Exactly, Vinny. Vote them out. I think Will started that. Was that something Will started, or I give Will credit for that? I don't know if he started it or not, but I heard it first from him. Here, this one. I got this one for you, drunk uncle. Firefighters launch a tense rescue after pet tortoise traps pet dog in underground burrow. Has a tortoise in there. It's a big ass turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a relatively peaceful.
If I had a tortoise like that, I could totally let it just roam around the backyard.
Right. Let's see. It was a relatively peaceful Sunday morning at the Fortin household in Scottsdale. Around noon, no chaos struck. She was folding laundry when her 10-year-old son sprinted up the stairs and hollered, "Is Bruce up there?" Bruce is their 1-year-old French bulldog. Frenchies are cute. Named after Bruce Wayne from the Batman. They also have a 15-year-old sulcata tortoise named Bianca, after a female protagonist in the 1977 Disney film. They started searching for Bruce and he couldn't find him. Before long, they began to panic. Let's see. After searching with no luck, they decided to do a second scan of the house. When she got to the backyard, she heard a muffled barking sound but couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. Then her eyes peered over to Bianca's burrow. I approached the tortoise burrow and I could hear Bruce barking from under the ground. I didn't know tortoises burrowed. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she loves to dig.
So the dog had wandered into the tortoise burrow, which the family later learned is about 6 feet deep and nearly 3 foot wide, and it's on a 45-degree angle. They dig burrows to regulate their body temperature and escape predators. Cool. They tend to dig extensive dens, which can run as deep as 20
Why
feet.
you do that? I thought it was just to keep warm.
There you go. You're learning about your turtle today.
Yeah.
I had absolutely no idea how we're going to get him out for, instead adding that they feared Bianca, who weighs 50 pounds, about double Bruce's weight. I didn't know why the tortoise wasn't coming out, because I couldn't imagine she wanted to be with him down there. Explaining that the two animals aren't exactly the best of friends. They started by reaching out to local tortoise rescue organization, which was closed. So they called the fire department. When she explained that somewhat comical crisis to the dispatcher, she was urgently advised to remove her son from the burrow immediately, and a crew of firefighters arrived there within 10 minutes. The fire captain showed up with 3 other firefighters. All were baffled. I'm just reading this because this is funny. They attempted to hatch a plan, but to no avail, given that they were unfamiliar with burrows and had never encountered a situation. Why don't you just dig the dog out? You could hear the panic in the dogs. You could hear the panic in the dog's bark. And it made the little girl start to cry. Even though we didn't know what we were going to do, we decided we're not going to leave until we figure it out. They considered digging into the burrow, but they feared it might collapse. Well, that's true. They decided to contact a wildlife expert for help. This guy received the call. He's never seen that happen before. He added that Bruce might be the brightest pup, not be the brightest pup out there. Everyone involved started sorting out the incident. Let's see. He said that his biggest concern was that the tortoise was compressed against the dog and might ultimately suffocate him. Still, he had a keen sense of what to do to save both animals before it was too late. He told him to dig delicately, using shovels and a pickaxe to keep the structure components of the tunnel intact, starting at the entrance of the burrow. Although they now had a plan in place, it was suspenseful, to say the least. Hell, I'm still reading it. That tells you I'm in suspense. Let's see. So tensions mounted about 40 minutes after the firefighters arrived, when the dog, who they believe had been underground for nearly 3 hours, suddenly stopped barking. The captain looked and said, "Ma'am, we're going to do what we can to give the dog the best chance." That's when I was like, this could be very well not be a happy ending. So a few moments later, we were praying and crying, and all of a sudden my husband came running and yelling, "Get out here." The persistent digging had prodded the tortoise to peek out to see what all the commotion was. Once they caught Bianca by her shell, Bruce came bolting out of the burrow. So they saved the dog. Yay. They say anything else? So obviously, if you got a big old tortoise like that and they don't like dogs, don't let your little tiny dog near it. Dude, look how big that dog is, though. The dog is almost the same size as the turtle. That turtle was fucking with the dog.
Doesn't matter. Their turtles are solid.
Just solid mass, yeah.
Like that turtle. Well, look how easily they're holding it in that picture. Are those two? You see how easily that one guy's holding up the dog and the other guy's kind of struggling to hold the tortoise?
Uh-huh. Really? Yeah, I do. You think the turtle will kill the... Because the turtle's beak... Is it called a beak? What a turtle has? Is that called a beak? Do they call it a beak? Or...
You have a snapping turtle.
Yeah, those things are freaking...
They'll fuck you up, man. I ain't want no piece of no snapping turtle, nor I would let one around my dog.
Yeah. All right, so as LA prepares to enforce the vaccine mandate, not again, businesses expect some unpleasantness. Well, no shit. And this is liberal news, by the way. I'm gonna have to watch that, Matt Rogers. I'll watch it tonight. So earlier this month, Milbit Del Cid used social media to put customers of her Guatemalan restaurant on alert. Soon she would have to make sure they are vaccinated to let them in. Almost immediately, the criticism poured in. Now, once again, folks, I've said this before. I don't like having to wear a mask to go into places. But when it comes to this, don't blame the business. They have to follow the rules. This lady may be barely getting by right now, or she was closed for months and she lost tons of money. Because while they're closed, they still got to pay rent. They still got to pay power. They still got to pay water. They still have to pay their business license fees. They got to pay for the food, right? Because if you don't know, when you own a restaurant, in order to get Giordano's or Cisco or any of those companies to bring you food, you have to guarantee a purchase of so much per month. And you sign a contract. So if you're closed down, you still got to pay that bill. Because if you don't, when you finally get to open again, they're not going to sell you food anymore. Right?
Oh, they got a contract MOQ?
Right? You know about that, drunk, right?
No,
Oh, you
not
don't know about that?
I know about an MOQ about, a minimum order quantity whenever you make an order, but not have to be guaranteed on a. No,
Yeah.
I've never had to deal with that.
Oh yeah, because I've talked to several restaurant owners in Fresno. That's when the people that they use, in order to get them to come, they have to guarantee they'll buy so much food every week or every month.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's why I try not to get mad at the businesses. It sucks. It's bad for them, right?
But they don't have to pay them if they don't. Okay, so I thought you were saying that they had to pay them even if they didn't come.
Yeah, they have to buy a certain amount of food. So they
No.
still deliver the food.
No, I thought you were saying that even if they didn't order anything, there's something in their contract where they still have to pay them.
Yeah.
Like a base pay.
Yeah.
Like even if they don't even show up and bring them one hamburger, they're like, you still owe me $150.
Yes, but they bring them the food. They still bring them the food. You have a minimum quantity order.
Okay. Yeah, I do understand that. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
MOQ.
So they still have to bring them the food no matter what. Even if you're closed, they still have to order so much food with this company. Your email.
It's not exactly how MOQ works, but I got you.
So that's why I'm saying, don't take it out on the businesses. Some businesses, yeah, they're just doing it because they're assholes. But I've owned a business that you were making. You weren't. My wife had a business that we weren't even making couldn't pay the bills every month. I was having to pay the bills for her out of my own pocket. So it's there's people that are struggling with these businesses, and then like the restaurants, when you're closed down for 6 months and they finally let you open again, you got to follow the rules because you got to make that money, right? Just saying. So don't take it out on them. Just give them a break.
Especially if it's mandated. In my area, the best thing for the restaurants to do is to let people do whatever the hell they want to.
Now, however, when I went to a McDonald's in Madera and it wasn't mandated and they made me wear a mask just to pick up my online order, then yeah, I bitch. It's not mandated by the city. Well, our company just prefers that you wear a mask if you come in here. I said, well, good, you'll never see me again. And they never saw me again. I still have not had McDonald's since that date.
No.
What's up, Xterra? Hey, Willow.
And that's the gamble that you take. And that's why I never made a decision, even when I thought masks were going to be like a fashion statement. And I started growing my collection of masks. I had Hannibal, I had Wu-Tang, I had, the fucking guy from Alice in Wonderland. I thought it was going to be like a fashion thing.
Yeah.
But I never, even when I thought it was, a good thing to wear a mask, I never made people wear a mask.
Yeah.
Because I understood that I would lose a percentage of my customer.
All right. So yeah. So here's what this lady is gonna get. So it says enforcement of the city program dubbed Safe Pass LA will begin on Monday. Businesses or venues in violation will face penalties. At first, a warning, then it goes to $1,000 fine, topping out a $5,000 fine. Now that's cheap. I have a buddy who owns the waffle shop in Fresno, Amar.
Oh,
what's up, Willow? So Amar, he has gotten over $100,000 in fines for staying open during COVID.
Yikes!
So then what he did is he put a sign up on the door that said, "We're having a BLM rally in here. Come inside." Didn't work. I was there eating breakfast one day, and this is how I met him. I didn't know the guy yet, and I was just there eating breakfast to support him because of what he does. And the city came out and shut his water off, and I went and helped him. And I got the water turned back on. And so here's the way it works. So at the water valve, you have a big main water valve, right, in front of the building. So I went out there and I was like, dude, I think you got another problem, Amar, because the water line is turned on. I looked at the main water. I'm like, the water's turned on. And so I started looking around, and it took me like an hour. And I was testing nothing was working, hot or cold water. I'm like, I wonder if you got a clog in your line or something. So then I looked, and out front of big commercial buildings, you have what's called a RPBP valve. It's a reverse backflow prevention valve. So that way water can't come back in. I was like, no way they fucking did it there. Because, they cover it, and they put a chain on there so people won't mess with it. So I go and I stick my hand inside this cover, and I'm feeling around. And I'm like, these motherfuckers turned off the valve there. I turned the valve, water came right back on. So these guys were smart. They didn't turn it off at the main valve. They turned it off where no plumber would think to look, at the RPBP valve. But luckily, I was smart enough to look there, and I got his water back on. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then he's like, dude, what's your name? And I'm like, and he's like, wait, your name's Eddie, right? I'm like, yeah. So we became good friends. Me and him have hung out quite a bit. He's a good guy, real nice. He's an immigrant, and he's a business owner, and he's conservative. I love him. So go to the waffle shop in Fresno if you're in the area. He's a good guy.
Where do you migrate from?
You know what? I don't know. He's from the Middle East. I just don't know what country. His name is Amar Ibrahim.
Who knows?
Watch.
And he owns what kind of shop?
A waffle shop. It's called the Waffle Shop.
Waffle shop.
Holy moly,
waffle shop.
I forgot I can't log in on here. Okay. Anyways.
Holy moly, waffle shop.
The Holy Moly Donut Shop.
Yes,
yeah,
buddy.
guys,
Yes. You get one bear claw every hour. Huh?
But I know I made a long speech, guys, but just remember, it's not always the business that does it. It can be it's just the regulations. They don't want to lose money, folks. They want to stay in business. And they have to, they may not want to force it, but they have to follow the rules so they don't lose their business. It sucks. All right, so
if you're being forced, it's better just to open up and work on limited capacity, bare bones, and to
be closed. Yeah,
yeah.
All right.
You still got obligations.
Yeah. So we're still in Yahoo Business Insider. These liberals are starting to sound not so much liberal. They say former White House advisor says the U.S. would already have modified vaccine to deal with Omicron variant if Trump were still president. This is from liberal Yahoo News, folks. They're saying if Trump was in office, this shit wouldn't be happening.
That's even a little bit too far-fetched. So what do you think?
You stop.
Trump's no scientist.
No, but he knows how to push it and get the right people on the job. He knows how to get shit done, is what they're saying.
Okay.
So it says scientists first detected the new Omicron variant in South Africa. It has since spread to several other countries. Now here's another question. When the fuck did they find this out? How long has this been out that we they didn't tell us. They just told us now. It says Pfizer, for example, said it will be able to manufacture and distribute an updated version vaccine within 100 days. If they just found this last week, how did they know they can have a new variant fix within 100 days? How do you know that?
We already talked about this, Eddie.
I know, but I'm talking about it again. When did it come out?
It's all about timing. It's all about timing. That's why they skipped all those other letters. They had to have been out there, but they chose to focus on this one.
Just wait. I think I have one, if I remember right, where Fauci says, you know what? We're just going to have to get used to COVID. We're just going to have to deal with it for the rest of our lives. I think I have something that says that. And if it's true, that's some bullshit. Right? All right. So now, once again, Yahoo News, the Daily Beast, I'm sure they're pretty liberal. If Merrick Garland... Huh?
Wait a minute. You're saying you disagree that we're just going to have to get used to living with COVID?
No, I'm saying it's bullshit.
What's bullshit?
For him to say, you know what, we're just going to have to deal with COVID for the rest of our lives. We shouldn't have to deal with this shit for the rest of our lives. Sick and tired of it.
Maybe you're... I guess I interpreted it a different way. I think COVID's just going to be kind of like the flu or strep throat or pneumonia.
I guess.
I mean, it takes out people, but you know, it's just a part of life. But I'm not going to, you know, we've never walked around with masks before. I'm not going to start doing it now.
Waffle Shop is only open until 2 p.m. I believe. It's only breakfast and lunch. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's read it. Let's keep going. We'll see.
I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So,
yeah,
I just think it's going to be more like the flu.
I just, it's bullshit. Anyways, if Merrick Garland doesn't charge Trump and his coup plotters, our democracy is toast. So now you can tell they're going back to their liberal side here on Yahoo. The DOJ announced this week that it would crack down on airline passengers who throw tantrums. Okay. Not that in-flight safety isn't important. It's just, let's see. President Joe Biden may get everything else right. Oh my gosh. But if his administration, starting with the DOJ, gets wrong its response to threats to our democracy posed by Trump and the GOP, nothing else they do may matter. I'd say it's more the Democrats that are the threats to our democracy. I'm not even going to read this one. It's just bullshit.
They have been for a while.
Yeah. I hope we do separate. I really do.
Well, you're going to have to move.
Yeah, I know. I'll sell my house. Liberals want my house. It's up, you know, where we're at here. Liberals want it. All right, LA area looters target Home Depot, Bottegas, Veneta stores on Black Friday. Well, of course, because they knew everybody was out there on Black Friday, right? Officials in California sent word earlier this week that they plan to crack down on smash and grab robberies and flash mob style looting. But apparently not everybody got the message. At least 2 such incidents happened in LA County on Black Friday.
There's already sales going on, like Black Friday sales, and you still oh my God.
As many as 10 vehicles pulled up outside the store, and the thieves donned ski masks before launching their spree. The theft prompted fears that the stolen tools will be used to commit more robberies at other stores in the area. Also, in Beverly Grove, a large group entered a Bottega Veneta store and used pepper spray against someone who tried to stop them while grabbing high-end merchandise there. Yeah. These smash and grabs are getting worse. Fucking looters. Dumbasses.
Oh my goodness.
If you want to buy their shit, just go to their eBay or Macari channel. You just sent the screenshot you mentioned? Alright, Brad. Here we go. This is it right here. From the Hill, Yahoo News. Fauci says we're going to have to start living with COVID. Chief White House medical advisor Anthony Fauci said in an interview that aired Sunday that he believes people will just have to begin living with COVID, expressing doubt that the virus will be eradicated. Well, follow the science. Science should be able to get rid of everything. If you build the shit, you can kill it, right? What's that old? I know shouldn't say Bill Cosby stuff, but what's the old Bill Cosby saying? I brought you in this world, and I'll take you out. If you can find a way to make it, you can find a way to kill it, assholes.
This concept, he's saying we're going to have to learn to live with it, which I agree that we're going to have to learn to live with it. But this asshole fucking promoted it. He's been wrong his whole life.
Let's see. Fauci touched on previous remarks in which he said he would like to see daily infections fall below 10,000. In order for the U.S. to be able to live with COVID. So, you know what? You got COVID, you're going to die. No big deal. I mean, we've heard people say, understandably, they're trying to look for a metric to give the public that we're going to start living with COVID. I believe that's the case because I don't think we're going to eradicate it. We've only eradicated one infection of mankind, and that's smallpox. I don't think we're even going to eliminate it. Fauci said illnesses such as malaria, polio, and measles have become nearly non-existent, though. Yeah, so why can't you do that with the COVID? Here you go. There's Hillbilly saying it. Their goal is to lower life expectancy in the future generations born from the vaxxed individuals to breed a literally genetically inferior subrace of humans. That might be, the liberals are trying to say we need to get rid of a lot of people. Need to have less people in this world. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but maybe they are. So let's see.
I wish we could show what you remember when Crowder had Alex Jones on not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't show
on
that.
the Mug Club part. On the Mug Club part, yeah, we can't show that. But ooh, Alex Jones seems like a crazy man, but he seems to be right a lot of times. And what he said about the vaccine, the boosters, I was like, yeah. And then after seeing the people that I know, like get the vaccines and the boosters, and they come in and they tell me their experience with it, I'm like, holy shit, Alex Jones is going to be right again.
All right, so let's move on. ABC's Jonathan Karl issues a stark warning about covering Donald Trump 2024. If he eventually decides to run, ABC News' Jonathan Karl warned it may be the greatest challenge ever facing reporters. Karl posted multiple questions on the problems of reporting on a possible third Trump presidential campaign in an interview with Deadline, such as how do you cover a candidate who is effectively anti-democratic? How do you cover a candidate who is also running against a very democratic system that makes all of this possible? So he's trying to say that Trump is a traitor. Isn't that what he's saying? Trump made more than 30,000 false and misleading claims during his presidency alone. Wait a minute. Okay, let's do the math here. According to the Washington Post. Okay, so let's do the math. There's 365 years, or 365 days in a year. Where the hell is this? My calculator. Did I get rid of it? I got rid of it. Hey, I don't want to say that. Let me find my calculator on here. All right.
You haven't heard this number before?
Huh?
You haven't heard this number before?
No. 365 times 4 is 1,460 days, right? Divide that by 30,000. Wait, sorry.
Well, 30,000 the other way.
1,000 divided by, what did I say? 1864? Is that what I said? So that means he lied 16 times a day. He made false claims 16 times a day as president. 16 times. 1760? Okay, so 17 times a day. He made inaccurate. Wow. Washington Post. I think it's more like the Washington Post made 30,000 false claims during his presidency. That's what I'm going to say.
No, but they get incredibly detailed. So when he says, I have the best plan, lie. How can you say you have the best plan? Mm-hmm. No one's ever done anything more than me in this. That they count that. You see where I'm going with it? You know, we all know how Trump talks. Yeah. It's going to be the best wall. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. Nobody's ever seen a wall like this. And they're like,
yeah.
They just count that.
Anyways. All right, so still on Trump, it says a Trump associate said the former president is pulling strings behind the scenes in the 2022 GOP primaries, likened him to the Godfather's Vito Corleone. They say former President Trump is playing an outsized role in molding the GOP primaries. Let's see. He has sought to boost candidates in North Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. Okay. He has raised the stakes in his mission to mold the GOP to his liking, eagerly waiting in the 2022 primaries to boost particular candidates, and in such cases, seeking to push out party members that he has soured on. Well,
thank you, Hillbilly. I try.
No problem. So, well, yeah, I can see him pulling the strings in the background. So what? Big deal. Big deal. We want him back, folks. I'm happy about it. Let him pull the strings. Everybody else has Nancy Pelosi pulling the fucking strings. Right? Fuck Nancy Pelosi. Bitch can.
I got a question for the chat, and you can just keep rolling while people think about it.
All right.
Think about your fantasy lineup for 2024. Let me hear what you guys what you think in the chat.
Trump DeSantis. I already know yours. It's Trump and Tulsi Gabbard. What's up, John Japan?
But I wanna know what the chat thinks.
Oh yeah. You know, we're doing it.
Not necessarily your fantasy, but let's say you got to keep it moderately, feasible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds good. Now I want waffles. Gosh darn it. Maybe.
Brad says to check your email.
You guys, I know that, guys. I can't do that. I got too many news stories right now, guys. I can't just take them on the fly. I'm sorry. I just can't. You guys are going to mess me all up. All right, so this is the waffle shop. This is my buddy. I'll show you guys real quick. Here's some of the pictures from his place. That's a chicken fried steak. Ooh, looks good. Look at those biscuits and that's chicken fried steak. That's an omelet or something with biscuits and gravy. The only problem is with this biscuits and gravy, he doesn't have sausage in there. That I can say. Sorry, Amar, but you gotta put biscuits and sausage in your gravy. Where'd the pictures go? All right. His chicken and waffles are good, though. It won't let me see that picture. Okay, so we won't do that one. He's got good chicken and waffles. You can kind of see the picture.
You don't even have like a sausage add-on?
Maybe. Yeah, he has sausage there. See right here, you can see his chicken and waffles right there. Let's see if we can click on this one. There's ham and eggs, it looks like.
Here you got the gravy with the sausage grease, yeah?
I don't know, I guess.
That's what makes sausage gravy. You gotta not only got sausage chunks in there, obviously, but
French toast, yummy. I'm really getting hungry.
Grease from cooking the sausage to make the gravy with the milk and the flour and
yeah. He got an enchilada omelet. That even sounds good. Yummy. I'm gonna have to go visit him. You know what? On Thursday I'm supposed to go meet Central for lunch. Maybe we'll go to the waffle shop. And I think it's his turn to buy.
Oh, he doing okay?
Yeah, he just got out of the hospital. He's got to come to Fresno for an appointment. So he's doing better.
Word up.
Yeah. Everybody say a prayer for Central. He's had a lot of stuff going on with his leg. So yeah, I love biscuits and gravy. My brother's restaurant, the American Host, makes the best biscuits and gravy ever. All right, now I got to show you my brother's. We make it with the sausage in there. Like anytime if you mention his restaurant, people just go nuts. And like his food is huge. That's what she said. Like here's French toast. See, and everything's American. He's got American flags on. He puts American flags in the food. Bacon and eggs. Look at those sausage. Look how big his sausages are. That's what she said. Sausage and eggs. So if you're ever in Lompoc, go visit the American Host. They have this omelet called the garbage pail. Basically, they throw everything in there. That's his omelet. That's a 3-egg omelet. It doesn't look like a 3-egg omelet, does it? You know why? Because he mixes it. He puts the eggs in a milkshake mixer, and that's what makes the omelet so big. It fluffs them up. That's the key, folks. A milkshake mixer.
Brad, how about you post the link and I'll pull up in a new tab and look over it.
What is he trying to show us?
Something that's supposed to be like breaking. So,
all right, I'll check.
If they just give me the link, I'll try to verify.
Give me a second, guys. It's hard to go to my email when I'm on the show because it's not part of the show. I don't have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They can just post it to me. You can continue doing your thing, and I'll look and see what they sent.
I don't mean to be rude, guys. It's just hard. It makes my life difficult. I have a plan I go through and stuff, and I know I hit squirrels myself, but look at those French toasts. Like we're doing a squirrel right now. What the fuck am I talking about? Here's my brother's biscuits and gravy. You can see the sausage bits in there. See, there's sausage there. There's sausage there. There's sausage all throughout this bad boy. Oh, and this
that's a spicy meatball.
See this waffle right here? That is the bananas and peanut butter omelet. I mean, waffle.
Oh, Brett, I was just saying you could post the link in the chat, and then I would cross-reference them from there.
This is my brother's chicken fried steak. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, Brett. It's hard. You don't understand. I'm doing everything at once here, and for me to start going into my emails and stuff like that, it's hard. And then I don't want to show your email. Like one day, Willow texted me something, and she wanted me to show everybody, and I did it. And next thing you know, her phone number was all over the internet. So I just that's you know what I mean. It's hard for me to, because I'm running the show, I'm hosting the show, pushing all the buttons. It's difficult, my brain, and I'm drinking. So, I'm trying to do too many things at once. So I'm not trying to be rude. It's just adding that thing is. All right. So, because we still got some more news too. And what time is it? Holy shit, we're already past our time that we normally run. 500 vigilantes gather in Mexico town and pledge to aid the police. You don't hear that in Mexico. That's why I looked this one up. Extortion of avocado growers in western Mexico has gotten so bad that 500 vigilantes from a so-called self-defense group known as the United Towns gathered Saturday and pledged to aid the police. They said that the drug cartels like the Viagras and the Jalisco cartel have been charging avocado growers war taxes of $1,000 an acre. $1,000 an acre. Holy shit.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear cartel and avocados in the same sentence?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, no. Think about it, though. It is what it is.
Avocados and cartels.
Do you know, I've done some research and I heard this is true. Most of your olive oil that you get from Italy is really fake because the mob in Italy takes control of the olive oil and they take all the good stuff.
Oh my goodness. But That just makes me laugh.
Avocados, it's big business.
The cartel has a invested interest in avocados.
Dude, in
goodness, that's funny. That's funny. You got to admit that's funny.
Dude, I live in I grew up in Lompoc. It may be funny to you, but it's serious, bro. I grew up in Lompoc, right? The lettuce company who owns the biggest amount of lettuce in Lompoc is the Mexican mafia. I'm serious, bro. It's out there. Money's money. Money is money,
Fuck
drunk.
fentanyl. Give me some avocados.
Do you know how much avocados are in California? It's expensive. Go try and get an avocado right now, bro.
Not as much as fentanyl.
No, but still, goodness. Money's money, bro. Money's money.
It's just. I can't wait till some comedy comes out on that. That's hilarious.
I don't find it funny. I mean, it's big, huge business, you know.
No, it's God, face value is so funny. I'm sorry. Maybe
I get why you're laughing. I know the people, and I know that it happens. So that's why I'm not laughing. GOP becoming a cult of know-nothings. Well, once again, this is Yahoo Liberal News. The GOP is becoming a cult of know-nothings. Are you a cult? Are we in a cult, drunk? Are you a know-nothing?
I used to be a cult. It was called the Democratic Plantation.
Right? Stats. Are you in a cult, Hillbilly? Are you in a cult, Paul, Matt? You guys in a cult? I guess we're all in a cult according to them. The Republican Party is becoming a cult. Its leaders are enthralled to Donald Trump, a defeated former president who refuses to acknowledge defeat. I wish I could talk on that, but I just won't. The title of Lipset and Rap's book was chosen carefully. Right-wing extremism is not about the rational calculation of interest. It's about irrational impulses. This coming from the people who support Antifa and Black Lives Matter. I know it's from the Hill. I read you guys stuff from liberal news sources so we can see what they're doing. We gotta know them. You gotta know your enemy, and I hate to call them my enemy because they're Americans, but they are, because they are just idiots. But you gotta read up on these other people. You can't just read Fox News or OAN or Newsmax or whoever you go to for or Eddie Block even. Right? You gotta look at all sorts of newses so you can get all in there.
All the newses.
Gates, tell me, Eddie, if you're in the wrong place because I thought this was the place. This is the place. But I'm showing you guys liberal news so we can make fun of them and learn what they're all about, right? You have to know your enemy. What's up, Jason Craig?
Yeah, how are you supposed to hand anybody a red pill with hold on.
You got to know what they're thinking to come after them, right?
Absolutely. You need to know what their side is saying. Absolutely. Because, I mean, how are you supposed to have a debate with somebody unless you just want to argue and you can say what their side is saying, you can say what your side is saying. You don't understand what they're saying because you know what your side is saying, and you have to listen to both sides. Yeah. And then this is how Drunk Uncle ends up on Eddie Block's fucking show. This never would have happened if I didn't mingle.
Man.
Me a long time. It took me a long time. So you have to listen what these dumbasses are saying because you can be like, okay, I'm gonna look into it.
What's up, Eva? All right, so we're
moving on. I don't fuck with them no more because I figured out they're all bullshitters.
Yeah, but you know you got to know because here
yeah,
when you go to debate somebody and try and like Drunk says red pill them, You have to go and you've got to know what they're thinking in their head, right? You have to be able to come back quick. And if you know that the next thing that they're going to say is this, you have to beat them to it so you can win the argument, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways.
Well, he said there was good people on both sides.
Yeah.
You got to know exactly
where they're coming, where they're going.
I know where you're going with this, and here,
It's like a lawyer. A lawyer doesn't ask you a question that he doesn't know the answer to. A good lawyer, I should say, a smart lawyer, right? So that's what you got to do.
If you have a lawyer, oh goodness, that's rule number one.
Yeah.
I thought that was rule number one.
All right, so we're moving on. So this is supposed to be hoping this is going to be a feel good story for us. Non-Americans are sharing things the U.S. does better than anyone else, and I'm actually feeling pretty proud to be an American right now. I don't read this stuff, so let's see. Restaurant substitutions and alterations. When I visited Spain and I couldn't find a place that let me substitute or change things, everyone had to be ordered as specified. Everything on the menu. No, you can't replace ketchup on your burger for barbecue sauce. What about yeah, that's an American thing. What about being able to if you're allergic to something, right? They won't take it off. What the fuck? Number 2, I didn't like 80s music until I heard American 80s music. America definitely did the 80s best. Hell yeah. Let's see. As a non-American, one thing that stood out for me in the month I spent backpacking around was how helpful and friendly everybody was. Really, I don't know about that. Halloween season. I love the whole spooky season in America. I live in the UK now, and they don't do it here like they do it in the US. You don't see houses lit up with decorated with pumpkins, and you don't really see Halloween-themed treats. Interesting. Theme parks. All right, so there's number 5. The U.S. has so many to choose, and it's not all just Disney and Universal. The few I've been to haven't been fantastic. Meanwhile, here in New Zealand, we have one theme park with a single roller coaster, and that's a pretty meager one. Our public library system is good, they're saying. Okay. Let's see what else. Barbecue. Hell yeah. I want barbecue. I'm a Canadian and we'll barbecue year round, but it's just your average grilling. I want American barbecue, aka that brisket that's been smoking all week. Oh yeah, we got good barbecue.
All week, damn.
That's a long time to make some brisket. All right, public land and access to it. They don't have that in other countries. Everyone talks about the national park system, which is the crown jewel, but our wilderness areas, national forests, Bureau of Land Management, and state local parks. In fact, I'm going to try and go this week in the Yosemite. I might. America has the best higher education in the world. Why, thank you. America has an endless variety and options at the grocery store. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
The freedom to be whatever you want. I don't mean career freedom per se, but more ability to express your personality. Well, they're trying to take that away from us now. Accessible buildings. Honestly, I've never appreciated them.
It decrease and increase exponentially, and you can.
I know, Mama, you're hungry.
I declare I'm a female. Now I'm a female.
Yep, drunk's a female. All right, accessible buildings.
And I'm back. How's everybody doing?
Okay. Wheelchairs. Yeah, we have a lot of accessibility here. LGBTQ rights. Yeah, America's full of wandering hype people. Ranch dressing. We have something labeled ranch here where I live, but it's not the same as American ranch. I didn't know that. Burgers. We have great burgers. Convenience. I go to Europe, but every time I miss the convenience of America. Grocery stores have everything you could ever want, whether it's 80 different cereals. I didn't know that other countries. The ability to turn right at a red light. Diversity of American foods. Entertainment. Ice and drinks. America has a better beverage to ice ratio than anywhere else in the world. I didn't know that. Interstate system, science and technology, household appliances, entrepreneurial spirit, freedom of speech and press. We're losing that every day. Let's see. National park system. We talked about beer. They said we got the best beer. We have NASA. Opportunity. I'm an immigrant, and America is the only country I want to live in. I have traveled to 60 countries and lived in 8. No other place in the world gives you the freedom to realize your dreams if you work hard enough. Key word, if you work hard enough. Free public restrooms. You have to pay money to go to the bathroom in Europe? I didn't know that. All right, we're moving on.
Free to get in, $5 to get out.
Wow. Good thing I have Donnie and can't travel very much. All right, so we're back to variant again. This is from the Daily Beast, another liberal place. Dr. Fauci says Omicron variant is likely already here, and New York declares a state of emergency. Parts of the U.S. has begun an all-out assault against the newly highly transmissible Omicron. Basically, they just want to lock us up again, folks. They want to they want to keep us locked up and in cages. From a group of people who say the prison system is wrong. Right? Don't Democrats hate the prison system? All right, for all you Disneyland folks, 17 incredibly disturbing incidents at Disneyland and other theme parks that will keep you up at night. I haven't read this yet, but I felt it would be interesting. Something different. Get off the variant. In 1973, an 18-year-old and his 10-year-old brother stayed at the Tom Sawyer Island at Disneyland Park. They tried to leave by swimming across the rivers of America. The older brother drowned while attempting to carry the younger brother. So somebody's died at Disneyland. In 2003, one man died and 10 others were injured at Thunder Mountain Railroad. Oh, I like Thunder Mountain. In 1984, a woman was decapitated on the Matterhorn bobsled at Disneyland. Wow, I didn't know that.
What?
In 1984, 8 teenagers were trapped and killed in a fire in the haunted castle at Six Flags Great Adventure. In 76, a man with a heart condition died after riding the new roller coaster Python at SeaWorld. 2008, a 17-year-old was decapitated by a moving ride on the Six Flags Georgia. In 86, a scare actor for Universal Studios Hollywood Fright Nights event fell between 2 trams and was crushed to death. 79, 6 kids and 1 adult were killed in the Sydney Ghost Train fire in Luna Park in Australia. Wow. Let's see. So yeah, crazy stuff. Be careful when going on those rides, folks. But I love them to death. Who's afraid of going on the rides? I had my ex-wife was.
Is that a ride? Oh my goodness!
My ex-wife would not go on roller coasters. She wouldn't go on anything. I even got her high, so hopefully she would go.
There's no in hell that's a roller coaster with that thing pointing straight up and straight down.
Thank you, John Japan. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about, it's called Free Fall.
No, you just had a picture of what looked to be a roller coaster, but then it went like an angle up and then like straight down.
No, that's Free Fall. What Free Fall does, you start when it gets to it, you'll see. You start, it's the straight line. You go straight up on it. This is Free Fall. You go straight up, all the way up, and then it just goes and drops you.
Well, what's the rest of that mess about then?
The other stuff around it, that's the Colossus.
So that's a different.
That's a different ride. That's the Colossus around it.
Okay, because the way that looked like, I was like, that's not there. That's not possible.
Here, watch.
I thought it was all connected. That all would happen at the same time. That thought that was a roller coaster. I was like, oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
Here, watch. I'll show it to you. It'll pop on your screen in a second. Wow. That shit is loud. So this is the free fall ride. You're probably watching it by now. They basically just take you straight up and just drop you. I love free fall. It's a fun ride. By the time you get to the bottom, your stomach is like way up here. Let's see, they're gonna show it from you.
So you like those free fall ones?
Oh hell yeah, that's fun.
Did you ever do the coin thing?
Yes, I have. I did the coin trick on the Revolution, and I actually caught it. Actually, I didn't catch it, but it landed. It landed in my It landed in our cart. I found it on the ground. Coin trick, the Revolution. When you
Oh, it didn't land back on your thigh? You're supposed to. When I was a kid, you were supposed to try to, and it was supposed to hover with you and then smack down on your thigh. I guess I never done it because I was young when I heard that thing going around. I didn't want to try it.
No, so there's a ride at Magic Mountain called the Revolution, and when you go through the loop, you're supposed to hold the coin, and when you do the flip and you come back around, it's supposed to you're supposed to be able to catch it.
Oh no! See, I heard the one on the ones that are like a straight drop.
Oh, those. You're talking
actually,
about the straight
you were
drop.
supposed to be able to just put a coin on your thigh, and when you dropped, it was supposed to like kind of hover in front of you, and when you landed, it would back down. So 2 different things.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was thinking something different. I was thinking. So, well, they say when you do the Revolution, when you they have a loop-de-loop. So when you're going through the loop, they say if at the top you drop the coin, when you hit the bottom, you should be able to catch it.
Oh,
yeah.
When I was young and a asshole, I would spit.
Yeah. Oh wow, hillbilly, that's scary. Good night, Jixrana. You're right near me. I'm gonna be in Clovis pretty soon. All right, archaeologists find 800-year-old mummy in Peru. That's cool. The mummified remains were of a person from the culture that developed between the coast and the mountains of the South American country. The mummy, whose gender was not identified, was discovered in the Lima region. I just like stuff like this. The remains are of a person who lived in the high-end train. That's cool that they found a mummy from that long ago. What would they say if they found me? Is if I became a mummy in 2,000 years? I got all these screws and rods in my back and shit like that. So here's something good. More Americans have $1 million saved for retirement than ever. That's good to know. They showing Brewster's Millions. That was a good movie.
I wouldn't be opposed to being mummified. That's kind of the way I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Just because nobody does it anymore. You need some new mummies in some museums.
So look at this. 9 of the 10 most popular governors are Republicans. Biden less popular than the least popular governor. And this is from the Yahoo News. Oh, it's from Fox News, though. They're sharing a Fox News thing. Okay. They actually do show they do show Fox News on there. I'm going through these because I'm trying to get the show over with, guys. I want to make sure I copied these. I want to make sure there's crude oil suffers the 7th worst day fall in history. Thank you, Joe Biden. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Joe Dumbass Biden.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Okay, so this is Business Insider. There's an easy way to tax billionaires that would actually work. Let's see what they're trying to say. They avoid paying taxes. Yeah, that's how they become rich. Tax policies should target consumption and the buy, borrow, die tax avoidance schemes, whatever that means. With the infrastructure bill now having passed Congress, the debate about different tax policies. I don't even know what they're trying to say. I'm not even. It sounds stupid. They're liberals. Fuck them. I'm not gonna read it. Brownie's bugging me. She's like, it's either dinner time or she's got to go to the bathroom. So.
No, she got her fucking TV time yet.
She did. You missed it. I did it right in front of you. All right, come on then, Brownie. Get your TV time again. Come on. Come on, hurry up. There you go.
Mr. Brothers! Hey, Brothers!
I did it when you were on one of your spiels, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Anthony Fauci slammed Senator Ted Cruz following the Texas Republican claim that Fauci should face prosecution over his testimony to Congress. Cruz told the Attorney General, "You should be prosecuted." Yeah, I have to laugh at that. I should be prosecuted? What happened on January 6th, Senator? Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, responded. Oh my gosh, what a douche. Oh, wait, hold on, let's see. I know you guys don't want to hear his voice. We'll just play it real quick. Oh, it's not going to play. Well, then, this guy, he should. How many times has this asshole lied to Congress? You know, if I lied to Congress, you know how fast I'd be in fucking jail? Do you know how fast I would be in jail? Oh, they're going to Minnesota now. The robbers are going. They swarmed 30 people. Let's see. A group of 30 people robbed a Best Buy store in Minneapolis, St. Paul on Black Friday. The theft resembles other mass robberies recently seen. So they're doing it across the world now, folks. Or across the country, I should say. All right, guys. I am tired. We've been here, look, 3 hours and 29 minutes, according to this. Hey, look, we're doing the Matrix for you, drunk. Look, we're doing the Matrix.
What?
It's a craziness.
Oh,
Right? All right, let me check my email real quick. I got a second. Let me see if I can check it. Let's see. Brad, what did you send me? I'm trying not to show your email. So is it not on screen, is it? No. You didn't send me anything, Brad. There's nothing. Wait. There's a file there, maybe. I can't. There's nothing in there, Brad.
it was a screenshot.
Yeah, it's not showing up on here. Let me check my phone. Maybe it'll show up on my phone. Maybe it's a phone thing. Brownie, shut up.
Brownie's a bad bitch.
Yeah, she is. She's spoiled too. Yeah, see, look, Bread, this is all it's showing. Doesn't show anything, bud. It shows a little square. Why am I doing that when I can do this? All it does is show a little square, Bread. I don't know what you sent me. See, look. Can you see that little square? That's all. That little square is all it's showing me. It's not showing me the screenshot, bud. All right, let me. Who else said they sent me something? Yeah, this one I don't want to show because their phone number's in it. In 20 to 40 years, the unvaccinated will have to have children in secret. The ultimate dark goal of the COVID MMA vaccines is to drastically lower life expectancy in future generations born to. See, I can't talk about this stuff on. I'll get in trouble, hillbilly. If I say this, hillbilly, I'll get in trouble, bud. YouTube will kick me off in the heartbeat, right, drunk?
Sure.
I wish I could. I will do this though. I will share that in my Discord chat. You guys can go check my Discord chat. Good night, X Galaxy. I will post that in my Discord chat. Okay. So it's all good, Brad. And I'm sorry I just barely got to it. I finally got to it though. All right, guys. Well, it's late. I'm hungry. The dogs are hungry. They're all looking at me. Brownie's bugging me to go pee, I think. And yeah, vaccine stuff, we can get in a lot of trouble. That's why I check the vaccine stuff before we read them here sometimes. Okay, Brownie. Okay. And drunk Discord. You want my Discord? Discord is a it's a chat room. It's like Telegram. Do you have Telegram? Discord is. Let me open up this link. Let me make sure this link works. If it takes me to the right spot, because somebody said it didn't work one time. Just gotta double check. Yep. Oh, it says invalid invite. Okay, so let me go to my Discord and get a new invite. The invite must wear down after a while. Discord is it's like let me give you a link. Invite friends. Copy link. All right, now let me paste a new link and test this out. Let's see if this new link works. There we go. All right, so I'm going to post it in the chat rooms, guys. This is the new link to Discord. It's an invite link. You can go in there and you can check stuff out. I'll do it this way. That way everybody can see it. It's like a place for everybody to chat. Everybody gets to chat. It's cool, you know? Invite is not a noun. Sorry, Andy. So there we go, guys. You can go check it out. Here, I guess you can do it online, too. I don't need to create an account. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, it's not working. But yeah, there's 8 people in there chatting right now. There's 53 people on it. So you can go there. Anyways, folks, thank you for being here. It's been fun. It's been great. Drunk Uncle, you got something to say to everybody, I think? Don't you? I think you do. I'm not sure. I think you do.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's the best one yet, I think. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thank you to oh my gosh, from Japan. Where was the person? My brain's freezing right now. Sorry. Thank you. You said you've been here since December and been just being in the background. I appreciate that. You know, I'm glad you finally spoke up though, because we love hearing from everybody.
Hell yeah.
You know, we want everybody to be involved in here. That's why we do this chat. John Japan 8300. Thank you, sir or ma'am. Thank you for being here. Speak up more. We love hearing from everybody. We have fun here. You guys make the show just as much as we do. So everybody, you just resent it, Brad? All right, let me look. Let me check my email real quick. If you don't think we can... Nope, not. Once again, it's not. It just says, here it is, I think. Nothing there. Nothing there. Here, you know what? You can text it to me. There, I'll send you the... and then I'll show it tomorrow. I just sent you my number. You can text it to me. All right? All right, guys.
Go listen to Tone Loc Wild Thing like right after this too.
You go do that. I'm not. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry.
All
right, guys. Thank you for being here. Have a good night, and we will catch you all later. Oh, what's up, Jesse Martinez? Jesse always shows up right when we're leaving. Love you, brother. Don't work too hard out there. So have a good night, guys, and don't forget to thank people like Jesse. He's working in the oil fields, even though stupid-ass Joe Biden is telling us not to. So, God bless him. God bless everybody. Have a good night.